What's good, everybody? Your boy Dexter Henry here, along with Bryan Fonseca. Another New York Got Game live Knicks watch party. You see our guest sitting here in the middle. He came prepared with the number 3 jersey. Wait, is that John Starks or
No,
Josh Hart?
Josh Hart.
You got the Josh
Gotta
Hart
go with my
jersey
guy.
on. It's my guy, Anthony Gallo, WFAN Infinity Sports Network, digital producer, host, also the host of Gridiron Game Day, Sundays on the Infinity Sports
Yes,
Network
sir.
from 10 to 8 or 12 to 8?
12 to 8.
Got you all covered with football, but this is a man, born and raised New Yorker, big Knicks fan.
Yes, sir.
We had to have you here. You were a fan of these watch parties during the playoffs.
Yes, I was.
You were watching.
It was like I had friends around me while I was watching.
I appreciate that. We like that. That's good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm pumped. I'm hoping the Knicks don't disappoint us again today, but I'm fired up.
It's a big game.
Yes, sir.
It is a bit like it's early season, but you're facing another team in the Eastern Conference in Milwaukee who's been playing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Giannis has been on a tear. He's looking MVP like. It's very early, but looking MVP like. And also, you have a team that thinks in Milwaukee that thinks they can be contenders this year. I have questions about that, but this is big, and also for trade reasons that we may or may not get into potentially.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get into that. I think that's a lot of people's intrigue in that is the trade stuff. Let me start with this with you as we're watching Giannis on the screen right here. Do the Knicks need Giannis?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This is the one point in my life that I've wanted to get to where I could say they don't need a superstar. It bothered me. Now, if they have to make the trade and we look back at this and I'm wrong, but it bothered me this offseason that the first thing we get closer to the season and the Giannis news breaks, and it's like, can we just be excited? And I'm starting to feel bad for my guy, Cat, because he was great in the playoffs at times. He just takes every stray. He breathes, and Knicks fans want to crush him. And they're like, well, we're going to trade him for Giannis now. It's like, we just got to the Eastern Conference Finals. Can we see with the new coach, some new pieces, a full training?
No, we can't. They can't. The fans can't. They want more. They want more. They want more.
I
It's
get
like,
it.
come
I get
on,
it,
man.
though. Giannis is an undisputed top 4 player in the
Right.
world.
He's better than everyone we have on our team, but does not mean that.
Yeah.
But you see,
Now I have questions about fit and all those things, the
and his game
mechanically,
aging and all the
the
stuff. that I have.
timing, and there are basketball reasons to be objecting to this, but I understand the constant discussion and angst around whether or not they need to do this. I think now is not the time, if anything else. And Giannis does feel like let's revisit this in the summer if this team falls short type of thing. And how they fall short ultimately matters too. But, Cat's already struggling with injury. Allegedly a grade 2 quad strain. I have questions about that. Like, if it were a grade 2, I'm not sure he'd be playing NBA basketball. Like, grade 2 quad strain is no joke. But
He shouldn't if it's a grade 2.
right. You know what I mean? But
Quad strain.
yeah, I have no doubt that there's a legitimate injury there, but grade 2 quad strain just sounds like something you should probably take a couple weeks off from. But
Well, even the way that they rolled it out was a game 2 where he was doubtful then questionable.
Yeah, second game. Yeah.
Or questionable then doubtful then questionable.
No, that was actually the first game. Sorry,
Oh,
it was
the
the
first.
first.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
opener.
So I don't know, even that, and I don't think he is holding himself out, but like maybe they're being overcautious early because of the track record of guys like him and OG and just what happened 2 years ago with the Knicks. I know he wasn't there, but
Right. But they're just being
NBA teams in general, there's this whole thing, and it's not even with bettors. I also think people need to consider this from a fan's perspective also. Like, the NBA teams like treating injury reports like they're just information that you have to keep sealed away until the very, very, very last second.
like the Ravens.
Look, they're
Yes.
yeah, like they're state secrets, and it's like there are fans who are priced out of these games, who probably go to one game a year because that's all they could afford to do. And I feel like we should be transparent on injury reports because of that. So I didn't like that whole he's downgraded to doubtful. No, actually, he's going to play. Like, I don't know if it's gamesmanship.
I think some of it is gamesmanship.
There's back and forth going on. Like, there's people, again, especially for the Knicks, who are paying a lot of money. Like, some of you watching this probably aren't, like, they're away right now, but probably aren't like season ticket holders or whatever as much as you'd like to be, because that shit costs a lot. So I think with injury reports, just like, just who cares about getting an edge? Just say who's going to play. Like, all these teams are prepared for everything.
I mean, I think for a larger point, we're going there anyway. Now with all this, the betting scandal that's around it, it's going there where this stuff is going to have to be out earlier. It just has to be.
Yeah.
And it's going to cover two bases. The point you make about the fans who can't afford tickets is absolutely true. Listen, let's say you're in Milwaukee and you're a Knicks fan. Sucks you have to live in Milwaukee. But let's say you are in Milwaukee.
Or they're from Chicago and took the drive.
Right.
Because more likely they might be in Chicago.
You might have done that because you're like, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll take the drive to Milwaukee. I'll save some money. I want to pay at the United Center, and I'll do that. Let's say you come to this game and you don't know until 45 minutes before Jalen Brunson's not playing. You might have sold that ticket.
Tickets you've had for 2 weeks, maybe longer.
You might have sold it though. You might have been able to get something back on it. But I think it's going to happen.
Also, just like the kid, like you want an audience to like grow with the game, like we did. And like if you're a kid, like you're not selling those tickets. Like I remember being a kid wanting to go see Mark McGwire, and he got scratched right before the game, and how devastated I was.
Sucks.
Imagine you going to, and that's a 162 game season.
That's the thing too. Like the families who like they can't afford to be there all the time. Those are the people usually with children, and that's why they're going to the game. It's like, oh, I want to take my son or my daughter or both or whatever. Like I want to take my kids to see this. Yeah,
there's no perfect thing, but I do think knowing hours before would be helpful.
100%
for a lot of people.
Well, you'll at least prepare yourself if you have a kid. The other thing is too, Julius Randle, when he got hurt, and OG the last 2 years, the Knicks didn't say anything about them for months. And that's what was weird about the Cat thing, is we got 3 injury updates in like 2 hours, and we couldn't get an update on OG Anunoby the last 2 times he got hurt the past 2 seasons. Like, and when Julius, it took us 3 months to find out he's not playing again this year.
Yeah, they've kept things very close to the vest, I will say, or not saying anything at all. Let's talk about, because we all talked about some props before. Now, the last watch party we did, a lot of us here went in on Ariel Hawkporty, and that did not go so well.
We got robbed.
We got robbed, though.
We got
to be
robbed
fair,
straight
I know
up.
that sounds like something you say when you lose.
No, there was we needed over 5.5 rebounds. There was a 6th rebound that was not credited. Well, uncredited rebound, and that has to stop. But anyway, this is not about that. For tonight, I think you'll both be happy to know. Well, I don't know if you'll be happy to know because I haven't been great the last couple of days, but I do think the Knicks win this. I have their money line tonight.
I do think Knicks win tonight. Can we just say how dope
I was just going to say that.
The presentation for NBC has been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the warm-ups. I love these warm-ups.
I love the warm-ups.
But no, NBC, I've loved it so far. It's crazy how focusing on the game actually might matter.
Yeah, they're trying to restore the feeling.
I know, right? Look, they're trying to restore the feeling, but I don't feel like they lead into some nostalgia, but they didn't do anything too over the top. They're just doing stuff people want to see. The lineups are dope. Seeing the lineups, knowing who the players are, knowing the coaches, setting up the situation, that's part of a good broadcast. Yeah, I like that.
My main thing is hopefully they keep it going, because you come in with the best intentions, and then too many people have a voice in the room, and then all of a sudden it steers from that over like 2-3 years. You know how this works. So I hope that they stick to this and continue to refine this and get better. But they're off to a strong start for sure.
Because I do think something you said, to tie back something you said earlier, things like this matter. When I was a kid, seeing this, that made me want to go to an NBA game so bad.
Especially before the playoffs.
At the Garden, especially for the playoffs. It made me feel a certain kind of way. You got to get that feeling back. And when your presentation is good, it's going to make people want to come to the games and be like, oh, I got to see that up close. And I think NBC has caught it, and it's going to put pressure on ESPN and Amazon, the other NBA partners. They don't want to look bad. Nobody wants to look bad. So they're gonna have to do this.
There's a lot of competition now.
Yes.
Because ESPN, they got Inside the NBA. And I think the problem what happened the last few years was everyone was trying to copy that style. And it's like, well, you don't have Chuck, Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie.
Right.
Correct. And it's also the one sport that I think does wrong by itself. Like, we see everything. We're big soccer fans, whether it's baseball, football. They all actually care about the X's and O's and caring about the game while having fun. I think you could do both. And early on, I'm sure in like 3 months there might be a complaint I have with NBC, but early on I've enjoyed it.
Early on, I think it's been good. And listen,
Jamal Crawford's been great too. I haven't really liked him.
He's been great. Shout out to my guy Michael Grady. He did his first NBC broadcast yesterday.
Yes.
So that's good. I love everything about it, man. There hasn't been a fan yet that I've heard that hasn't liked it, and I just like what
that's gonna change. you have some things we're going to start.
Somebody's going to
hit.
hit. All right, so we got away from this. Why are we doing starting lineups?
Knicks money line.
Knicks money line.
Jalen Brunson over 27.5 points. And for now, that is it. I looked at Landry Shamet, but I don't want a Landry Shamet prop.
Landry Shamet,
I don't want
who's starting.
1.5 threes. He should do it. I just don't want it. And part of it is I'm gun shy because I haven't been great the last couple of days. But it's whatever. Like, you could take Landry Shamet if you want. Cole Anthony 10.5 was interesting, but
This Bucks lineup is not good. I'm sorry to cut you off.
just Brunson and the Knicks. That's it. That's basically it.
All right, what'd you take?
I want to give you credit because that you mentioned Josh Hart and the over on the rebounds.
8.5 rebounds.
Yeah, so I took that. Mikal Bridges over 1.5 threes, and then Brunson 25.5. I got it at.
All right, so
I did take I thought we were all doing the Landry Shamet thing, I took Landry Shamet.
Oh, you did take it. Oh, you took it too. Well, somebody did.
But
Somebody did. All right, I did.
Just take the Jalen Brunson ladder real quick.
I did OG Anunoby over 1.5 steals. I did the Josh Hart 8.5 over 8.5 rebounds, and I did what was my last one? I did now. Oh, Jalen Brunson 30+ points. I did that.
That's 180 right now. Oof, I think I might do that.
Yeah, I did that.
I'm probably gonna do that.
We'll see. Hopefully, it's a better night than last time.
And the way Brunson played at the end of that Heat game, and the way he played after who's the Celtics, I liked it in the second half. I really feel like he's starting to get in his groove.
He's starting to get in his groove. Yeah, he's starting to get.
Everybody else has to get in that groove too, but he's really starting to get in his groove.
I also think the Knicks, the offense. I don't know how you felt about the offense as far, Anthony, but like I've liked what I'm seeing, the process of it. Like they didn't hit the shots, and they couldn't hit a shot, especially a three in Miami. But I like the process of what they're doing. I like how they're getting in their paint, they're spraying out, they're getting open looks, they're getting quality looks. They just didn't hit them. I wasn't as mad about the Miami game because when I watched some of it when I was in Pittsburgh, and then I rewatched it when I got home, and I was like, okay, the process of this is not bad. They missed a lot of good looks. Now I wish they had realized to chill on the threes a little bit, because some of my things like when it's not falling, could you chill a little bit? That might have been nice, but I didn't have a problem with necessarily how they played offensively.
I think Miami's a better team than people think.
I took their over under for wins this year. I took them over 37.5.
Yeah, I think they're.
Except nobody's shocked at this coming from you, to be clear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jimmy's no longer there, but you know how much I like Bam and Spo. I do think though, the way they're playing now, the speed, probably is taking teams a little bit off guard, at least for now, until later on in the year. We'll see how it is. But they're actually like top 3 in pace, the Heat, which is crazy to think about.
Knicks
through 3 games.
Well, Knicks are 23rd in offense right now.
Yeah, so I do think like they weren't as competitive as I think they should have been, and it felt like in the second half, especially, it was just Jalen Brunson doing everything, and that's what they have to get away from. But a part of it could be Cat's injury. We'll see. Josh Hart was also pretty good in the second half, actually, but
he hasn't wanted to shoot. Kelly got to shoot that. Here goes a 3 for Anthony. There you go. That's one. There you go.
Mikal Bridges on the board.
To your point, too, one thing I always say about the NBA, it's not like, I don't want to bring up a sore subject. It's not like the Mets not hitting with runners in scoring position.
Oh, God, that is a sore subject.
But
that is.
When it comes to like,
too soon.
Yeah, I know. I didn't feel great about comparing it to that.
Too soon.
But like not hitting open shots in the NBA, because like it's not like baseball where it's year in, year out could be different. And that's a big shot right there.
Right.
But I think those shots, we know Brunson will hit his shots.
Yeah,
we know OG.
Cat's going to hit him.
Mikal's looked a lot better and a lot more comfortable early on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to play the way he did last year.
He's not. He's been actually going to the rim. I mean, look
right
at this
there
year.
On cue.
Last year, he's pulling up right there.
Yeah.
Even though you missed the shot, I'm fine with that.
And he gets the rebound. That's a shot.
I also think they put OG and Bridges in the corner way too much last year, and was kind of just like, you're there. Don't move, and we're going to get you the ball. And I don't think that's damn.
That was a nice pass by Giannis.
But
no, I think it's a great point because Mike Brown is going to stress and has been stressing more movement just off the ball.
Yep.
Where Tom Thibodeau, his offense is just simpler. It's more old school. I don't even think it's definitely bad offense.
No.
But I think he had personnel that he could have done more with.
I agree with that. And the thing is, it's funny you talk about the corners. What you see with Mike Brown, and we talked about this a lot in the preseason.
Oh,
you see him having guys
he's bleeding from the lip.
No, I think that's his mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he is.
Maybe he is. He's going back to life.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't sure because I've seen. Listen, I know dudes have mouthpieces, but as somebody who watches boxing a lot, I've seen a lot of mouthpieces. That looked like a little blood, and I've seen a lot of blood. That looked like blood.
I thought he was chewing on something
Look,
first.
If you took Cole Anthony over, you're happy right now.
Yeah, you did.
He's in the game early. He was
I'm not
questionable
gonna
with
lie,
an
I do
illness.
love Cole Anthony.
I mean, he's a New Yorker.
Yeah,
Technically,
that draft, I thought the Knicks were gonna get him, and that was the IQ maxi draft.
I thought they could have gotten him this summer. They got Clarkson instead, which I think is totally fine. I
also think the price was just.
I was a proponent of that.
Yeah, I don't know what Cole got with the Bucks. Oh wait, was he?
I think it was a minimum. He was bought out by Memphis
After the trade. Yeah, okay, that's
after
what I
the
thought.
Desmond Bane.
Oh, damn, that should have been offensive foul.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that should have been. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let us know what you think about the game. Somebody asked a question. We have Mello. He said, "Who's the best team in the NBA in y'all's opinion currently?" I mean, it's 3 games, but it's the Thunder.
I was just gonna say that the
Still
Thunder.
Oklahoma City.
Still Oklahoma City. I'll go with Mello. Still got to go with Oklahoma City for sure.
Yeah, nothing's knocked me off my preseason ranking.
Here we go, Brunson.
And one.
There's 2.
That's a
I'll
bad
take that.
foul. That's a terrible foul.
Was that Turner?
They don't have anyone that can guard Brunson one-on-one.
No,
There's another
which
reason.
is why I love that 30+.
Yeah,
Loved it.
yeah. So
Oh,
we haven't
beat.
talked much about it. Like, there's a 5-game stretch coming into this. Where one, the Knicks have won the last 5 games against Milwaukee. The other thing is Brunson's averaged 35 over that stretch, with games of 35, 36, 44, and 43 points. Like, he just kills this lineup. And granted, some of that was with Dame, or a lot of that was on Dame.
In 6 of his 10 games against Milwaukee.
There you go. So even without Dame, they still don't have, whether it's Ryan Rollins or Gary Trent Jr. or Cole Anthony, they don't have anybody who's
perimeter defenses.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They don't have anyone who's going to be able to stick with him. See, that's something Miami did, because some of the shots he was making, like, they were just tough shots, but they were like Davion Mitchell was able to bother him.
Who's great on ball.
Bam could switch on to him. Like, they at least have that. Milwaukee doesn't have that. You know?
I agree. This is a game the Knicks should win.
Yeah,
I agree.
I respect Milwaukee, and I have a ton of respect for Giannis, and he's obviously trying to elevate the team and let him be known.
Doesn't have enough around.
He just doesn't have enough. He knows it, but he's trying to be elite. I respect Giannis for that a ton, but he knows it.
I also think that it's. I see it with Jokic. We saw even with the Gasols.
Yeah.
I think these European guys are a little bit more loyal to the organization when they come over, and they're not going to be as. Again, I could be wrong about that, but I
he
feel
has
like
a title already too. You know?
We haven't seen a European
like
guy
Marcus
before.
Gasol did not want to leave Memphis when I mean it ended up working out for him, but
Yeah, Luka didn't want to leave Dallas.
no, wow. Which ended up
you don't have to contest that, OG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
why? I let him shoot that all day.
You don't have to contest that. Granted, he's shooting pretty well from 3 to start the year.
Other thing with Brunson, 2 teams. We were
That's
talking about
good.
the Jokic beforehand too. Since Brunson's been here, the Bucks and the Nuggets, for some reason, the Knicks have. Hopefully, it happens again tonight. They've smoked. Like I feel like in Brunson's Knicks career,
the Knicks had that great game last year out in Denver where Brunson had 17 assists. I think OG had 40 in that game, if I remember correctly.
I don't think it was last year. It might have been the year prior where they beat the Nuggets by almost like. I think it was almost 40
points
at the Garden.
Yeah,
Shout out to Evan Roberts. Let me
That was 2 years
cop
ago.
his tickets at the game.
Evan Roberts had tickets to the Knicks?
He's got season tickets.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know.
Text this man.
Yeah, somebody got to let James go. No, this guy can't be in the building.
Yo, we can't have him in the building.
To be fair, smart business move though by him.
Yes, understood.
Oh.
Miles Turner can still do that.
He is a part of the coalition of Knicks haters though.
He is. He absolutely is.
Also, speaking of haters, I had to bite my
Uh-oh.
tongue when Brian was saying that the Heat are a lot better than people think, because I bet the under on the Heat this year.
I took over on them.
There's a word. Look, it's
no, they are a lot better than what they. It was a
defense.
purely.
It's still early.
I hate the Heat.
It's still early.
I do too.
They're my least favorite sports franchise
Of all time?
of all time.
Oh, this is a good question.
Damn, that is a good question.
Who's yours? Because
I mean, the franchise have had the most distinct. Oh, it's absolutely the Atlanta Braves.
See, that's the other one. It's either the Braves or the Phillies.
It's the Atlanta Braves.
So
I can't stand the Braves. I can't stand their racist ass chop. I
Yeah,
can't stand anything about the Braves.
Mine used to be the Patriots,
Yeah, I understand.
That's a valid one.
but I'm not a Jet fan anymore. So
Come on, OG.
I just gave it up. It's probably it might be it's probably the Braves or the Phillies now. Yeah.
See, my thing is with them is I could go either way. The Heat, it's consistent. Even when they were bad,
That's
it's
going back.
consistent.
That's going back to the. That's
you were
going
hating them.
Yeah. Well, it's so many things. It's if
late
the
90s.
Heat did what the Knicks did with Brunson, Randall, all these guys, all we hear about is culture.
I do agree with this point.
But
Could pass.
it's also not culture
And
why you got no property taxes in your state or whatever it is, income tax, and that's why every star wants to come down there.
Yeah, but it's nice to be on South Beach.
And it's South Beach.
I mean,
it has nothing to do with the organization. Let's be real.
To be fair,
it's an easy sell, is what you're saying.
to be fair, Orlando don't have state
This is
taxes either.
But they don't have beaches like that.
They also don't have Pat Riley.
They don't have BBL.
They
That's
don't-
what they don't
yeah,
have.
word.
I mean, look,
Orlando's different. It's not Miami. Is what we say.
Take it from Puerto Rican. Orlando's got some shit. all
But
right?
it's not Miami. Is what we're saying.
Orlando
Orlando has some things. It doesn't. It's not Miami.
And part of it too.
Yo, pass me that water, by the way. That was supposed to be mine.
This one.
That's dead. That one was yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, got
And
it.
also the other thing is too, they have also just owned the Knicks for so much of my life,
Yeah.
which does play into it. I also was dumb enough to think that Braun was going to be a Knick, and then he goes to the Heat. It was just, there's a lot that goes into it.
I think a lot of people still hate, like Knicks fans. A lot of Knicks fans still hate LeBron because of that.
It's
because he
see
didn't
my
go
reason
there.
for
I
hating
love
the Heat-
LeBron.
like
That
the
moment,
residual
though.
hate that he gets from Knicks fans, I think, still stems from 2020.
100%.
subconsciously.
100%.
My hate for the Heat really stems from. It's really down to one thing. It's one moment.
One thing.
It's one moment. Because if you
It's
really
just
look
Pat
at
Riley?
the Knicks have really had a good playoff success against the Heat, except for one thing: 1997. The whole Charlie Ward
okay.
bench clearing brawl incident. I don't.
See, I was young for that, so that doesn't even really come into my mind.
So for me, I tell people this all the time. It's the 1 year in Knick fandom that I really felt like they could win that year. I thought 97. They beat the Bulls 3 out of 4 times in the
You
regular
didn't think
season.
so in 95?
I thought so, but I really felt good about 97. The Knicks team was deep. They just signed
Yeah.
Charlie Ward and Chris Childs and Allen Houston.
Allen Houston, yeah.
They had beat the Bulls 3 out of 4 in the regular season,
Even though Allen Houston
including
wasn't like a
the
popular
last
signing.
game of the season where John Starks hit a game-winning 3. Yeah, I'm a NBA junkie, so I remember this.
Did that feel
But
like?
yes.
Did that feel like going into the season? Did that feel like, yo, they like it has to be it or that's it because Patrick Ewing was already?
Yeah, that was
getting over
really
at
their
that
last good chance. Some people say 99. They had that run that nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
But
They would never beat the Spurs.
yeah, oh, we got a Bucks fan here. Somebody says go Bucks. Joel Plegbeto.
I thought it was my boy Alex.
Welcome, Joel.
Oh, you have a Bucks fan? Who's
One of my best friends, Alex, went to
How
St.
long has
John's.
he been a Bucks
He's
fan?
from Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Joel or Joel, whichever one. How are you feeling about the Bucks supporting cast? Because I have questions about their supporting cast this year. I have no questions about Giannis, but the team built around him.
I actually was high on them coming into the year. Thought they would give the Knicks not be a better team overall, but I'm still early too, so maybe I could still come to fruition.
I mean,
I thought they would give the Knicks problems if Giannis was completely healthy and
maybe
balling.
look, they have the clear best player in the East.
Yeah, and
They do.
also I think Miles Turner was a good pickup. The problem with them is getting rid of Drew Holiday was the wrong move, and I know Dame Lillard felt like the right move.
Mhm.
Chris Middleton getting hurt is what derailed that. It wasn't the fact they needed another star. They were fine until Middleton got hurt. Like as a future, like building towards the future.
Yeah.
That really hurt them.
Yeah.
It really changed everything for the fans.
Yeah, I think the Dame thing probably was a mistake, but it did keep Miami from getting him.
Yes, which I'm okay with. See?
Yo,
I'm okay with that.
you're a true hater.
and I think Miami would have made it work because they had Jimmy and Bam and they had a different infrastructure.
Shout out to our team. We have a question in the chat. Do the Knicks need Giannis? Let us know what you think.
I'm gonna
in the
vote
poll.
no from,
I'm about to get
from
in
my YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to.
Joel or Joel said Plegbeto says we have a great supporting cast for Giannis. Do you?
Tell us why. Tell us
why, Joel.
Look, the best formula around Giannis is Giannis plus shooters. It's just they have to prove over a sustainable period of time that they have the shooters. Miles Turner is absolutely a shooter and also a rim protector, even though he's not the defender he was probably like peak Pacers when we had conversations about whether or not he should win Defensive Player of the Year in like 2019.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not quite that, but against with Giannis, rather, he's really good. But
missed the 3.
I feel like they need like a guard that I can trust, and they don't quite have that. So
Why are you biting on that?
I also think Green will take a step this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly how you play that.
Yeah, that's
OG.
perfect defense.
OG, that was a good defense.
All
by
the way
Knicks.
around.
Yeah.
Bridges also just not allowing Cole Anthony to get up a floater, get up a shot in 10 feet.
Money.
Yo, Brunson's
Get him to that
cooking.
spot.
What
He's
does Brunson
money.
have right now? Brunson got to have like 10 at least.
I think 8, 7, something
11.
like that.
He has 11.
Where do you get 11? Damn. Hey, listen, we're on the
This
over.
feels like an easy team to defend, man.
Well, because they don't have like you guys were saying, they don't have the shooters.
Yeah,
That's good defense.
that was.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
I was waiting for the dumb cat foul.
That was smart.
I would have
by him.
taken it.
Honestly, yeah, send him to the. That's Giannis. You could send to the line.
All of that.
Giannis, you could send to the line. But yeah, they do need to do more offensively. I agree. Defensively, I think Milwaukee could be strong, at least on the interior.
Oh,
Why are you fouling Landry Shamet on that shot, sir?
It's a little bit of a late call,
That was.
but I
Well
think
taken.
he got. I like Cole Anthony for Milwaukee too, coming off the bench because he has like just a mentality and tenacity that they need. So let's see.
there was just too. I mean, the Magic didn't get rid of him because he was bad. They just had that was what? That was like 7 steps.
That was. I thought it was a travel live, and I didn't say it.
The Gatherer.
The gather. I know to give you 2 steps after the gather. Yo, Kyle Kuzma got in the game? No, he's not been in the game yet.
No, he
Kyle
comes off the bench. I don't think Kyle Kuzma is as bad. I'll say that about the Bucks too. I don't think he's as bad
No.
as he was last year, but I do think like there's a learning curve.
Harperdian. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's a travel.
5.
He took mad steps before the gather.
6.
Oh man. Joel says Dame was a mistake, but KPG is going to average 20. And don't forget, Gary Trent dropped 33 against the Pacers. He did have a crazy game. against
He is,
the
and
Pacers.
he's not a bad role
And
player
it's
either.
and it's the 3 best shooters
Best 3-point shooter
in the league. I do like Gary Trent.
He's
as a
one
player.
of the best.
He's one of the best.
I'm not putting anybody above Curry yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys I'm putting ahead of him.
Yeah. You know how I feel about Bobby Portis. I have a soft spot for Bobby Portis. That's my guy.
Brian loves a guy who once punched a teammate in the jaw.
I know.
What was that?
Well, and I mean, afterwards, it sounded like it was justified because
Right. That's what I always
what was
say.
it, Mirotic?
Listen,
And he ended up
listen,
being like
I
a bad
believe.
teammate, right?
The Bulls traded Mirotic, not Bobby Portis.
Oh, give me that. Oh, my goodness.
I can't trust
Get him off
Landry
the court.
Shamet,
Get him off
bro.
the court. I feel like an idiot for taking that now.
There's Trent.
I will say this, and this is not, I'm not, it's only Brunson and Cat can be very frustrating on the defensive end.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And I'm not trying because I love Brunson. He's
Yeah.
going to end up being my favorite Knick of all time, probably. But sometimes, like, he's lucky Cat's on the squad.
But with him, sometimes he does some stuff that annoys me. But a lot of it for him is he's just limited with his size.
100%.
It's not a lack of effort. Cat sometimes does dumb shit where you're just like, yo, what are you doing, man?
That could be a lack of effort.
Right.
Like
Lazy.
just I'm not gonna slide my feet. Just just reach over.
You're right. You're right.
I also think they lack like an IQ at times where I also is easy to spot because when you have OG and you have Mitch and Mikhail, Josh Hart, they're high IQ defensive players.
Defensive guys. So when you see somebody not doing what they're supposed to be,
It's like, oh wow,
out
it
so
stands
much, right?
out.
Yeah, you're just
Like right
oh,
there,
man.
he could have, he's carrying the ball up the court. But right there was like, dude, why are you not closing out? Like,
Right.
I'm harping on. This is not, I
Yeah.
love Brunson. I'm not trying. I'm just not like a ripping him.
No, it's a fair critique of looking at both of them. Their 2 best offensive players are their 2 worst defensive players.
Yeah.
Can we update the Mitch scale, by the way?
Yo,
Level of concern.
I was on today, just to be telling Anthony, we talked about it on our live show on Thursday, the level of concern around the Mitch injury. I was on today with Brandon to preview this game.
Yeah.
And Brandon was asking me if I was concerned about all the injuries. He said, I'm not really concerned about everything, except Mitch Robinson. I'm up to about an 8 or a 9. What's going on? Can somebody explain it to me? What's going on with Mitchell Robinson? We have no idea.
I don't like it.
Our B reporter Stefan Bonnie says it makes no sense. It doesn't make any
I
sense.
don't like it.
Are they purposely holding him out?
We were told It's load management. How you gonna load manage somebody before there's a load?
It's
How you gonna manage something before there's a load? That's all I'm
and
saying.
he played 3 preseason games.
That's
Yeah.
what doesn't
Like-
make sense to me.
Right? Like he played 3 preseason games.
We've seen Jameson before we saw Mitch this year, and I thought for the first time in
Yeah.
a long time, Mitch was going to be out there opening night.
All I will say is, here's something to keep an eye on. I said this year I thought the Knicks defense was going to be better than people think. I think it's going to be a top 8 to 10 defense. Right now, I know it's 3 games. They're 5th. Right? They played 3 games.
Considered a competition.
Considering the competition.
Shorthanded Cavs. Everyone in the NBA is shorthanded.
Right.
Like, everybody has an injury except
But
You're
like
here's-
saying
the
they're
Raptors.
5th in defense?
They're 5th in defensive
But the
rating.
Cavs are really
Yes.
shorthanded. The
But here's the
Celtics
thing.
obviously too.
And they're 23rd in offense right now.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Here's the thing. Let's say this defense, okay, I'm going to take this all the way to panic level 25, whatever you want to call it. Let's say we don't see Mitch till December 15th.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Holy.
But let's just say we don't see him till December
How many
15th.
games is that?
And Aria Hukporty, and God knows if you need him, Trey Jameson, they're holding it down along with Cat in the middle.
Bye.
And they're still, the Knicks are somewhere between their top 8 defense.
Bye.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even realize they were top 5 right now.
Again,
The defense has been
very
clearly,
small sample. The defense is ahead of the
It's-
offense.
yeah, and it clearly looks like a better, and it might just be, again, OG and Mikal feeling more confident and comfortable within this
Within the
game plan.
offense, and they give him more.
Yeah.
Fair, could happen. I don't think you're wrong about that.
I don't
I-
know where you send them is the thing. I feel like, does it have to be a bad team that you have to attach an asset
I
to
don't know.
him? Like, I can't even
Why,
get to what that looks like.
I look at it as when you get him back, then you now have multiple bigs you could count on, and you don't have to throw him out there for 25 plus minutes a night.
Could be.
Oh,
That's
I-
terrible pass.
I'm
Yeah.
always. I
He had
like
the
that.
matchup on hard too.
I like that point, Anthony, because I'm always about blessings. Sometimes about how it can help younger players just get reps. I think sometimes we look at it and say, "Oh,
Bad
this guy's
pass.
out." That's a terrible pass. on
Clarkson's
Clarkson.
not looking great.
Clarkson
And I was
is
just
not
like,
looking
again,
great.
That's an
that's a
M1.
bad
That's a
play by
dumb foul.
Brunson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's
Brunson, your hands were on him though. Come on, I have to look at that again. But it looked like his hands. was
No
on
star
him.
NBA player has ever committed a foul.
committed a foul.
ever.
Ever.
Terrible
That
pass.
beautiful read by Gary Trent.
Okay, watch
Jr.
Brunson's hands. Yeah, your hand.
Yeah,
was
your
right.
right hand is on
He
him.
now
Oh,
is
I
act
guess
like
he got hit in the face. Is
Yeah,
that what
but,
you're
but
saying?
listen,
But your hand's on him the
Yo,
whole
your hand's
time.
on him.
Oh,
He went
actually,
up.
yeah, I don't know.
his hand is on him as he
Yeah.
went up. That's
He
where
did get smacked in the face, though.
It's something that
He
they're
did.
gonna call.
And now he's
They're just
that
gonna
was a
call
free.
it.
NBA just doesn't care about free throw
I don't
violations.
sweat the
either.
money line.
No.
Bro.
The other thing I was gonna say too is with Mitch. I think we saw when he is why he's an asset. He basically broke Joe Mazzulla's brain in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
He broke my brain too, honestly. Like I'm still like, how did he die? We said in the beginning, it's like he's either gonna be a major liability or he's gonna be
The factor.
right. Like we were like,
great look for Brunson.
Bang.
oh
Yeah,
good
he
lord.
missed. That was the best look of the night.
I know Milwaukee can't keep leaving him open. They have to throw better entry passes to Giannis when he gets those matchups because he has to take advantage of that. Yo, Giannis has had, not for nothing, he's been a really
Man,
good passer also the
Bucks
last
look
few years. Last couple
Sloppy
years.
Yes.
right now.
Giannis on Hawkporty. They're going right back to him.
Giannis's passing was also good in Greece with
It's
Eurobasket.
tough, Hawkporty. That's
Mhm.
tough. Don't get bodied. Damn.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh,
Travel?
travel. I'll take
Damn.
it.
Wow.
Saved him from the poster.
I'll tell you what, Hawkporty never felt forced like that. He never felt forced like that. Look, he never
Let's
seen
see.
somebody go up this quick.
Let's see.
Look, he took the hit.
Oh yeah, it was travel. They called that a travel.
He moved the
He
ball.
did, but that was
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other one.
The other one was more blatant. I agree. Should have had him
He
there.
looked over.
Damn, I'm shocked at how not full that stadium is. They usually do. Maybe they're just not bought into the Bucks.
They're still sad over the Brewers.
Yeah,
They're probably- or
maybe it's
they're late.
traffic.
Yeah, it could be traffic.
Ain't no traffic. Have you been to Milwaukee? Ain't no traffic there
Could be. I
downtown.
don't know. I don't.
I've been. There's no traffic.
I've
Really?
driven through the suburbs.
There's
So
no traffic.
Giannis lists minutes now. Brunson's
You
still
got-
out there.
You got to kill.
Yeah, so this is an important stretch now.
Clarkson,
Remember
what are you
this.
doing? What are you doing?
18-18
That's a
without
terrible
without Giannis on the floor. And look, the Bucks are still confident in the front court because you have Portis and Miles Turner
Mm-hmm.
and Kuzma if he can, do
And
something.
you have
Good
Cole
defense.
That's a
Ooh.
good take.
to stabilize that offense.
That's a good take.
Yo, Kyle Kuzma looked like he just bought a Harley.
Torian Prince sighting. Wow.
I forgot he signed with them.
Yeah. Still at it.
Damn.
I remember I was talking to you a day in the summer about the Knicks potentially signing him. I'll send you a voice note while I was telling you about that.
We were like,
And something we heard about why somebody would not be interested in him, Torian Prince. This Bucks team is the Knicks need to stop playing, man. Sorry, Joel in the chat. I know you feel good about the Bucks, but come on, man.
he got the blood on his lip. Damn. Okay, so no Miles or Giannis. This is gonna be interesting.
This Bucks bench is not good.
Mentioned Kevin Porter Jr. too. He's not in. I would be curious to see in future matchups because it's realistic that these two could see each other in the playoffs. Regardless of round, that's a nice bump. I'm curious to see what that looks like if once Kevin Porter Jr. is out there and how they kind of attack the Brunson Cat lineups with Kevin Porter Jr. because he has the size and the shooting and the playmaking that could bother them.
Knicks got to get somebody else going beside Brunson. Brunson's got 13 to 20
No,
points.
he's doing just fine.
I understood.
OG
Rebound for Josh
evolved
Hart.
a little bit too.
OG's had some good looks from three that he's just missed.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Lazy pass.
Yeah.
Probably out.
This feels like a game where the Knicks should be up 10.
It does.
I agree with that.
I'm very unimpressed. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched the Bucks this year. It was very unimpressive.
Yeah.
Bucks look really good against the Raptors. That was the one that caught me, like really got my attention.
The Bucks are playing hard.
I think the Raptors are gonna be pretty good this year.
I do too.
So
Ingram,
Barnes
is
ex Nick RJ Barrett's playing pretty well.
Mm-hmm. IQ got paid, right?
He did before last season.
He's too much, honestly.
Get that rebound. The Knicks have been great on the boards early this season.
This season, yeah.
Josh Hartwood's no part of shooting right now. Ooh, good take.
I like that.
Good take.
He's so good. OG stays healthy. He should have been all NBA last year defensively.
Yeah.
All defense, yeah.
This year,
I think he got the most votes out of anybody who didn't make it.
Because before he got hurt, Wemby obviously was still healthy at that point. So I thought
that's a great take.
And one.
God, he abused. No, it's got to be a foul. He abused Kuzma.
He shows no emotion, so I never know.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
This is the move Brunson is doing. Oh no!
You thought it was the next one.
Different.
This one.
Thanks for making me look bad there, NBC. Yeah.
You know who loves doing that move?
Brunson.
DeMar DeRozan.
And DeMar, yeah.
DeMar DeRozan.
A lot of the hoopers do now. A lot of the guys who are really crafty at drawing fouls. James Harden is one of the early guys I feel like used to do that
Paul
a
Pierce
lot.
used to do it a lot too.
Paul Pierce
even before that, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have
no love for Paul Pierce.
No. I don't believe in the truth. You want to talk about that move? If you guys remember that Knicks Celtics series, Melo, Amari, that first year, he's in the corner. Knicks just tied the game up, and he somehow was able to get the 3 shots at the free throw line.
I remember that.
He was up and under. He didn't even try to shoot the ball.
I remember that.
Brunson got that call?
I remember that.
KG tripping Tony Douglas.
Tony Douglas.
God, Tony Douglas.
God.
Do you remember when you had to make yourself believe in Tony Douglas? Shout out to Tony Douglas.
I thought Tony Douglas was the point guard of the future.
A lot of people, there's a lot of names. I thought this player was.
We could do 4 hours of people I try to believe in.
Oh my God.
Remember Ronaldo Balkman had that one quarter against Tim Duncan? We were all like, maybe he's pretty good.
Puerto Rican national team great. Ronaldo
Balkman plays exactly
BSN campeón.
Like he looks. Brian knows my theory on how people who look like Ronaldo Balkman have his hairstyle. If you have dreads, you're generally a high energy player.
You play one way,
at least one way. High energy, you'll get some boards, physical. See, you know what I'm saying?
Except Torian Prince.
Except Torian. I feel like let me also say that stereotype for those players applied for a certain time. Yeah. It was like mid to late 90s. To the early 2010s.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went away.
Kenneth Fareed, we salute you.
Kenneth Fareed. Yes. Shout out to you. Kenneth
Jersey
Fareed.
great.
Yes, Kenneth Fareed. Shout out to
also
you.
Played recently in the BSN in Puerto Rico.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
My guy, Gallinari.
Gallinari, yes. Gallinari won the title, finals MVP, perfect Spanish in the post-game interview.
Did he? I guess Italian and Spanish is not too far off.
Yeah, and in Europe, they actually like a lot of people in Europe know like 3
Yeah,
languages.
well,
And we're
also he might have played for a Spanish team before the Knicks
Probably.
drafted him.
and we're dumb Americans who generally learn one
I think
language.
he did actually. I think you're right about that.
He's got. I forgot who he was on with. I think it was Theo Pinson's podcast. Gallinari was on, I think, and
Nick Legend.
he had some funny stories, and I was like, I've never actually heard Gallinari speak before.
Speak, yeah.
He was
And
talking about the Knicks.
Huh.
They were like, he said like, oh, we're not trading you, and he's like, the next day they walked in, they're like, yeah, we traded you.
Oh God.
Yo, Zoe Saldana's agent is working, bro.
She's in all these commercials.
Every commercial. I'm tired of her already.
She got her husband
No,
paid.
I've never.
He's in that one commercial.
Yeah, who's tired of Zoe Saldana? And why? What? What the hell is wrong with you?
Every commercial, I'm gonna get tired, bro.
Nope.
You saw that movie she was in? What? Oh God damn it!
I do watch
Lioness.
Lioness.
No,
My
no.
girl-
I do watch Lioness.
I'm mad because my girlfriend loves the show.
Yeah.
She was halfway through it, and
Oh no.
I jumped in, and I was like, I wish I would have watched this from the beginning. So I just stuck with it.
Oh, so that happened to me, and I just watched it from the beginning. It's good. I'm not tired of Zoe Saldana. I don't know what's wrong with this.
Have
man
you
over
seen
here.
Who Killed the Expos yet?
No,
No.
I haven't
Netflix
watched
doc?
that.
Okay, that's on my list.
Did- when-
Start watching that.
That's on Netflix?
I think it already came out
Okay. I gotta watch that.
because I heard that because I watched the Levitar show, as you know, and I heard that David Sampson did an interview for it, not knowing he was being interviewed for
And they
it.
kill him probably in that.
And he's the person who like he was
Really?
there and is credited
Ever s-
with kind of killing the
Ariel
franchise.
Hawani did the interview with Levitard, and they just let him unload on David Sampson for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Ariel is he from Montreal? He was an Expos fan though.
Yeah, I don't know if he's from there. I'm not
He's
sure.
he's absolutely from Quebec.
You know what?
Pretty sure he's from Quebec.
As grimy as David Sampson comes off, I appreciate it because at least he's honest.
He is honest.
Yeah, you know his.
He is. Look,
I
can't
question
fault-
his morals. He clearly does not question. His
I
morals.
agree.
not at
No,
all.
I'm totally with you because like that's why he works on that show because he gives voice to like the corporate sort of
And I did like the stuff him and Skip used to do.
the corporate sort of way of doing
Yeah.
things, even though I generally disagree with it.
Right.
But like
It's refreshing.
and
As terrible as that sounds.
yeah. What is this? This is supposed to be Abbott Elementary, but like different. I feel like a lot of people are adopting
I like Abbott Elementary.
that
I'm an Abbott
style.
Elementary fan.
I haven't seen a
Me
lot
too.
of it. I like it a lot.
I'm
though.
behind.
Abbott Elementary. I caught up on all the seasons like earlier this year.
I'm a big Zach Fox guy, so I
yes.
think it's very. I like. I gotta watch more comedies. I watch so much horror and
It's my only comedy I'm really watching
Anime.
right now. Yeah, so like I kind of been putting it off for a while, and then I was like, yo, this is actually good. It's actually really good. I'm a couple episodes behind in this current season. But
I'm behind on this season. I haven't gotten to this season yet, but
yeah.
I've seen the other 4 or whatever it is. 3 or 4.
none of you guys don't watch anime, right?
No, not really,
Oh,
man. Like I'm not like a really big. My nephew's a big anime
Yeah,
watcher.
That
I
makes
mean-
me feel great.
I'm a Pokemon
my
guy.
sister-in-law.
Well, no,
is,
I
but-
decided to make this One Piece journey, not realizing I have to commit like 10 years of my life to finish it. So
Yeah, I can't do it.
Ah.
That's why I can't do it. It's too much of a commitment.
the boys, you watch Gen V. That was.
So
Fire.
I stopped The Boys watching last year, man.
It's all creepy. I'll just say it feels very. And I'll tell you this much: the comics were like this, so people think that they're writing it off of today's current.
What's
current
happening
goal.
here?
From political climate
The Knicks. She's probably talking about the
The
Knicks
Knicks.
give out the Tims
for the
after the
defensive
game.
player of the game. It's a
Oh
Mike
yeah,
Brown
that's
thing.
right.
I'm
that's
cool
right,
with
that's
it.
right.
I like it.
I like gimmicks. I'm a wrestling fan, so
Yes,
give me
I will.
gimmicks.
As a wrestling fan,
Yes,
I'm
I
not
am.
a fan of the wrestling.
I'm that now. Currently, this is not an old school thing. This is more of a who they're getting in bed with thing. Where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about the product right now.
Well,
But I'm
Dex
I
knows
am
this.
generally
I can't have any
wrestling
say because 2 of the soccer teams I root for are in bed with those same
Yeah.
people.
Yes. Not much you can say there.
guy. I'm a boxing guy. They also, listen.
Well, they're in everything.
Yeah,
That should have been a
it
steal.
is what it is.
But I understand.
The Knicks have to win these minutes
Like
without
WrestleMania going there next year.
Giannis on the floor.
Tyler Kolek. How do you feel about Kolek this year, Dex?
He's played all right to me so far
I thought he looked bad.
against Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did
He was
Harcourt.
good against Cleveland
And he was fine
He
against
was
Boston.
okay against Boston. I think he started off all right, and then it got worse.
What is this?
Something like that. So
If you would have told me
Up
that
and
he
down.
played good, decent in 2 of the 3 games at least, I would have signed for that. So I
Yeah.
can't be
Oh,
mad.
good.
that's out of
OG,
bounds.
good defense, man.
He tapped that. Yeah.
The Knicks got to win these minutes,
Whoa.
man. Look at this lineup on the floor. And Hart,
Nobody
that
caught
looked that looked like all because of his finger. Your boy
Mm.
Bobby Portis.
Hell yeah, Bobby. How the Knicks down by 6? Jeez.
Just feels like offensively, like Dexter.
Look at
Henry.
Towns with
Towns
the
with a
defensive
steal. Should
awareness.
have took him over half a steal.
Oh,
All the way.
Kolick is that guy you
No,
play
pass that out. Pass that out.
in pickup runs that's just,
That was
never
good
scores and is like
That
the
was good
best
offense.
passer.
There's a
That-
3.
That was He's the best passer. Kolick is the best passer on the team.
Mm-hmm.
And even that, that's a good play by Kolick. This is what the Knicks have been doing well. This is why I'm not mad at the shooting. You saw what Kolick did right there? Got the ball into the center of the paint, looked to kick it out.
Towns, you can't let Bobby shoot. Like some
Those are
bigs,
two,
yeah.
so they
But
got- I think Kolick on like a limited role can also be maximized where you don't have to
he has to be limited.
you don't have to
He
be
has
afraid of overexposing him on the defensive
Good
I
end.
defense.
agree.
I agree.
Totally agree with that.
100% agree.
Yeah.
And I think he can
He
do
has to be a backup point
him
guard
playing
right
this right now where he's playing the 13 or 14 minutes. I think this is great for him. It's just like if we're sitting here in March and we're like, okay, he's looking a little better defensively, that's a huge win for the season to me. Huge win.
He could shoot. I know Biggie's
He looks a little more confident shooting. That's one thing I will say. The shot looks a little more confident because Brian has been saying all summer, it's like, yo, he's got to hit shots and got to be at least be competent on defense and stay on the floor, which I agree.
I also
Ah.
oh man.
now. Yo, these passes are terrible
Yeah,
today.
Knicks, how many turnovers in
What
Knicks
the
have?
fuck?
That's a
That's
bad
a bad
foul
foul,
by
too.
Kolek, too. It's
Yo, how
frustration.
many times are they going to
If
get?
you're gonna foul him there, make sure he misses that shot.
Jesus.
The Knicks only have 3 turnovers, shockingly. It feels like more.
They just all three have felt terrible.
Yeah. They all probably led to fast break points.
2 of them just happened. So
Yeah. 2 led to 2 and 1s.
Yeah.
So we
This
know.
freaking Brett Favre ass offense. Like, what is this, bro? Interception after interception with this team. They've
The
thrown
one-
like 4 lazy
All right,
passes.
I'm going to ask you guys this right now. Who do you think is the leading scorer for Milwaukee in this game without looking?
I'm gonna say Ryan Rollins.
It is Ryan Rollins.
and he was
10
out
points.
for like
And
8 minutes.
He's
and
out for a
8
while.
minutes, and he has 10 points. Ryan Rollins.
By the way, one of their only good defenders on the perimeter
Is another thing with the Knicks.
who's creating defense.
Again, I've had no
offensive
problems with the
opportunities.
threes the Knicks have shot in this game. They've had some good. Bridges missed a couple in the corner. OG missed one in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Bridges actually has 2 threes. You catched it on that already.
Thank you for that.
But they're 2 of 12. Bridges is only 2 threes. They're 2 of 12 from downtown, 16%. Like, they're gonna hit these shots. I'm not mad at the offense. The offense looks good. They're moving. They're taking good shots. They're gonna eventually hit them, but they got to start shooting better.
And there's a difference. It's not like when that last iteration of like the Randall Brunson
Yes.
Knicks team where they didn't have a lot of shooters, and we felt like they were even before Brunson got there. It just felt like that team never had shooters. Every single one of these guys,
Can't hit shots.
outside of Josh Hart and
Yeah.
Mitch, have some capability of hitting an outside shot.
Brian's
the
smiling about a score.
Because I had Jaime Jaquez over 21.5 points, rebounds, assists, and he got it in the first half.
Wow.
He is 20-2.
Wow. You got a whole bunch of points.
Jesus. Me and my guy Joe Delera, we got that this afternoon. Once
Is
Norman,
Bam going off in that game? No,
he
I have him
has
in fantasy.
10, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 threes.
I'll
Also,
take that. Any blocks?
not yet. It'll probably come.
Well, Brunson's halfway to 30 plus, 15 points.
You know, I like the Hornets this year. Also,
You have him over 25, right? Over 25?
25 and a half.
27.5 for me. How many does he have?
15.
Oh, geez, we're almost halfway. We're over halfway.
Yeah,
Matter of
he's
fact,
on
we're
pace.
halfway to 30.
Who
That's
the
his
Hornets
thing.
get in the first round this year?
Who the Hornets? Oh, Concanipple.
Yeah,
Because I like Miller. LaMelo, I
Although
think
he's-
is good. I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be, but he's a good player. They have some pieces
Miller's
there.
hurt, but I think so. I think if you're like me and you, for whatever reason, talked yourself into the Charlotte Hornets this year in terms of going over 25.5 wins, maybe getting 30 and possibly getting a play-in at plus 800. You like
Very specific.
you like
Yeah,
Brandon.
he remembers.
You like Brandon Miller specifically to probably become their 1, and LaMelo becomes 1A because he's the better playmaker. But Brandon Miller's hurt again, which was an issue last year.
I forget who the first pick in that draft was, but I loved Brandon Miller coming out of that draft.
Wemby.
It was Wemby.
Yeah.
So it's probably after
Wemby,
him.
Scoop, Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller, then Scoot.
Sorry, Brandon Miller.
Yeah,
Scoop. That's
yeah.
right. Sorry,
And
Brandon
Scoot,
Miller was number 2.
Scoot hasn't played yet.
And he's not looking
Weird
good.
situation.
Lion Eagle 1 says in the chat, Knicks are not into the game.
Who's this?
Oh, she's
Is that Zora?
yeah, she's swapping.
Yeah. All right, Zora.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Was this before the game? Had to be before the game.
I gotta be honest. I'm not even sure if I'd hit the rim shoot from NBA range.
I've made an NBA 3 before.
Yo,
At this point, I might blow my knee out if I did that.
Hey.
Trying to get off the ground.
Well, Zora's a former Bucks sideline reporter. So
And is she?
She was. She was a former Bucks.
Did she play in
reporter.
college?
I want to say she played. Yeah, I want to say
She played in
in
college,
college.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
She was knocking those down.
Shoot it better than some of the Knicks tonight. That's for sure.
That's
Can we
that
get
is
her
a
on a
great
Landry
10-day?
segue.
Shamet.
Can we get Zora on a 10-day?
I'm loving this ball movement though
Wait,
right now.
somebody just throw a shoe?
Yeah, you saw that.
I
I didn't know what that was.
across the aisle. I was like, what is that?
In months.
Well,
I
she
don't-
just had a baby.
That's crazy.
Man, that's wild.
That was during the commercial break, by the way.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
knocking
gassed.
down like 6 threes, going back to sideline reporting.
That is
I
crazy.
like it.
That's gonna go viral, and she's gonna be out of here.
Probably take that.
Buckets,
All right,
let's go.
Okay. Kolek Hive is going to go crazy.
Oh, I wanted to say this too before. I hate that like Tibbs is getting like ripped for Kolek playing early. And I was like, I think we have to have a balance of like, I was okay with Tibbs getting fired, but like not everything he did was working against them. Like there's a
Yeah.
reason why guys like Mitch and RJ took steps. It was because he made them earn
Good
minutes.
point.
And maybe Kolek doesn't take a little bit of the leap that we've seen this year if he didn't have to go through what Tibbs put him through.
Yo,
Kolek
that's a
was
great
also-
point.
Kolek was
I like
also
that.
not good in the G League last year.
No.
So
Yeah, and-
he was probably like, look, why am I going to play
Knicks
this
culture.
right now?
That's what I'm trying to say. Knicks culture out here.
But
man.
no, here's why I like the point you made too. One, you're right, but you know how things are today. Is everybody has to be like it's one way for this.
Right.
It has to be one or the other.
It has
It's
to be
either
somebody's
your
fault.
team Mike Brown or it's all Tibbs' fault,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah.
can't just be Tibbs did good things. Tibbs should get credit for the development of Mitchell Robinson. He should get credit for the development of Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, who they ended up
Jalen
being able
Brunson.
to trade, Jalen Brunson.
Julius.
Yeah, I don't think I've been saying this for the last 2 to 3 years on this show and everything that we do around it. People do not give the Knicks enough credit for their drafting and development in the last 6 years. They have not given them enough credit. They have found really good picks because people only look at great drafting as at the top of the draft. Well, the Knicks have had a lot of good picks, 25 and below, and have hit and developed them. Deuce McBride, well, another one we'll talk about.
IQ.
IQ,
Mitchell
Was late
Robinson.
first.
Mitchell Robinson,
Second
That
round.
was like
Quit-
2018.
Quentin
but still.
Grimes.
Yep.
Okay.
Grimes, yeah.
And he was just a casualty to them having too many guards.
Yeah. Now you're looking at 2 second-round guys who are actually playing here in Kolek and Hukporti. Like,
Say what you want, but
Yeah.
look, Jericho Sims got another team to sign him.
And to be fair, Jericho Sims was just so incompetent on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Defensively last year, he was really good for the Knicks for that brief period. He was never going to be like a key rotation piece, though.
I think Hukporti is going to give you more there.
Yeah,
yeah,
This is a matchup Towns has
that's
to
a
take.
pass.
I think Hawk
That's
a
a
little
good
bit
pass.
more.
See,
Great extra
Kolek?
pass. Ah,
Kolek made the great extra pass.
he
there.
made
I
the
don't-
right pass.
How did that?
Somebody opened the door.
Zora, check into the game.
Yo, let's get
coach.
Zora in the game. Come on, Zora.
Who just took that?
OG.
OG.
Couldn't tell what happened there.
Because I was clamoring for him to get more shots.
That's a good contest from Shamit. All things
But Bridges
considered.
has done a much better job on the boards this year. Something I've been watching too.
Kolek is open.
Oh, good. He made the right pass. That's good.
Let's go. All right, we're almost there.
There's one,
One
right.
more.
That's 3 threes in a row for the Knicks.
The thing is, too, with the Knicks, they haven't gotten credit the last 5 years for being an organization that's developed talent or made guys better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've been saying this. I kind of listen. I don't want to like be here just shitting on Miami the whole time, even though I'm sure we would.
I could do it for 4 hours if you want me to.
Sure, you could. But like, if this was Miami, they'd be getting a lot of credit. I just think
Yeah.
the Knicks have had a 2-decade run of dysfunction. You know, there's a lot of Knicks fans who's like, "Oh, we're just waiting for the other shoe to drop," or them not getting credit. I would.
I
Say
don't
even
blame
from
them,
us
by
in
the way.
media. I don't blame
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Shamit with the 2 threes. Tommy, there's your pick. Shamit with 2 threes.
Shout out Tommy.
Oh
Tommy
my
The two
brought it
frauds
up.
in here, they didn't want to take it.
I didn't want to take it either.
I didn't
I don't
either.
know which Tommy we're talking about because there's two.
There's
but-
2 Tommy. Tommy Hogan is the one who came. Our producer came in and talks about it. Oh, Tommy just told me in my ear that he took 3, so he needs 1 more.
Okay,
Tommy
I
went
didn't do
bold.
that much.
Tommy,
Damn,
what was
let's
the
go.
odds on that?
There's
It was
the
like plus
Mikal
280 or something,
fadeaway.
right?
Andrew Shamit just pumped life into this team.
Lion Eagle 1 says Knicks are not into this game. That was a while
Plus
ago,
250.
though. That was a while ago.
Yeah, he said Knicks not in the game. They're looking to the game right now.
Yeah.
Yo, Bridges has like 6 boards. I had to look this up.
Has Giannis been sitting this
14-4
whole
run.
time?
He
still?
has.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Oh, okay,
Bridges has
Cat.
7 boards.
Beautiful cat.
So now Giannis is going to come back.
I love these warm-ups.
Yeah, actually.
Nice run. This has been a game of runs.
It was 18-18 when Giannis
Man,
sat.
Cat
So
just blew past it.
that's
A
what
lot
he
of-
should be doing.
A lot of things is offense. You see when guys are making decisive moves, they look good.
He wanted a call.
I'll tell you what Cat looks like. Not somebody who has a grade 2 quad strain.
Mm-mm.
I'll say that much.
I have questions.
I'm not
man.
saying he's lying.
Like
I'm
grade
just saying
How many? There's only like 3 grades, isn't there?
there's 3 grades.
So I'm like, oh my-
I one time had a grade 2 ankle sprain, and let's just say I was in an air cast.
oh, yeah.
Now, granted, your quad, you've got a lot more muscle and meat there, but still,
You
probably
can
should-
sustain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
probably,
no.
probably
For
should-
those that care, shout out NYCFC just won their first game of the first round of the playoffs. I know we were
Are
mentioning it
you, are
earlier.
you excited?
I'm very excited.
I'm excited for when they
Makes-
move to Queens.
Yes. I'll
Nah.
be there.
They're not going to be far
They're a
from
team
me.
that has Manchester City ties, so I don't like them.
No, but they're in New York. They play here.
Are they tied to Manchester City?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Liverpool doesn't have any ties in the MLS. You could
No.
join on.
I mean, do I love that they're kind of like more of a Yankee team? Not really,
Nah.
but you know.
But when they
look
come
past
next to
The
City
Yankees didn't
Field,
even want
then
them
you're
there.
going to be all in
it.
it?
I could be like, yeah, you know,
Okay.
like look,
If we're being honest, neither baseball team wants them in the stadium if it wasn't for the extra revenue.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
But to be serious down to MLS, you kind of need your own stadium.
Oh, it's gonna be sick.
Unless you're like, obviously like Seattle, like you're the Seattle Sounders, where you're like,
well,
filling
that's
up Lumen
region. That's
Field.
the best region for that sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they fill up
Yeah.
Lumen Field,
Mhm.
and it's like it's
And
crazy
Portland,
out there.
I know they have their own stadium. Portland
Portland.
fills.
Yep.
Portland, great. Baseball wants to expand. Portland, that's a great sports town.
I've never been to Portland.
I've only driven through it.
I have a friend who was working there for a couple of years.
I mean, they show up for the Thorns, and that's the NWLS team.
They do that.
Um,
They sell out well for
WSL,
that,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they'd show up for what's
The Blazers, but they
the fire. The Fires. What's the MLS team for the men?
Timber.
Chicago?
Timber.
Oh.
Portland Timber. And they're going to get a WNBA team in a couple years.
and
That's
they'll show up for
right.
that.
They'll show. Yeah, Pacific Northwest for basketball is great. So
Mhm.
they, especially women's basketball.
All the new
be
markets
great.
coming to the WNBA are gonna have good fan bases.
Yeah. Valkyrie's got a-
little bit concerned with them.
You ain't got that much to do there, so they'll look. Toronto's gonna kill.
Yes,
Like, Temple. They're
They're
thirsty.
They're
for that.
thirsty for that. That's
Philly's
gonna
going
do
to be great. They
Mhm.
should have. I don't know how the WNBA hasn't been in Philadelphia for years at this point. They got Golden State. We saw what that did.
Yeah, that was not
You
shocking.
just mentioned.
I
Portland.
think Portland's going to do great. The one Detroit will be fine. Detroit, I'm not worried about. It's Cleveland. I'm a little. We'll see.
How many are for sure happening?
All of those we just mentioned.
So they're going to get to
Well,
18.
two are coming next year.
They're gonna. It's going to be 15 next year, 16 the year after, and then I think it's going to 18 after.
Yeah,
I think that's the
Yeah.
assuming they get the lockout situation. Well, they don't have a lockout, assuming, but they have a 30-day extension on the CBA. So there's that.
we'll see. All right, Knicks up 45-41, 6:31 to go in the second quarter. Dexter Henry, Bryan Fonseca, Anthony Gallo is here with us. Brandon B says, "What is this question?" What are you talking about, Brandon B?
poll
You talking about
question?
the poll question?
Maybe.
What's your answer, Brandon B? Do the Knicks even need Giannis? Do they need him? You might want him. Do
Let's
they
talk
need him?
about it.
I don't
Giannis
think
back.
that. Let's
Brandon.
talk about it. Let's talk about it, Brandon.
They didn't. They won the no Giannis minutes, but not by much, and they were losing it for a while until that last run. So let's see.
Finally woke up.
There we go, OG. Oh,
Ooh!
I was foul.
Good
Okay,
take.
I thought he just slipped up there.
When OG's decisive, he looks good. Man.
Cad no Brunson lineup still.
This also might be if the Knicks can, keep building and have a great season. This might be the last time that we have to deal with. like not outside of the realm of just normal superstar talk in the NBA, but like where it's just every year the Knicks have to be included in every superstar.
Oh, that's gonna, as long as the Knicks are good, that's gonna happen.
I think I
But it's
agree.
at a different level. Like this feels like the last time it was forced almost.
Let's even say Giannis comes out in like after the year, Milwaukee gets to like the second round, they lose, and Giannis is like, I'm staying here, blah blah blah, whatever. I think people, instead of leaving the Knicks alone, it'll be like, even if they win the title, it'll be like, okay, who's the next sort of star? Like if Minnesota loses in the first round, everyone's gonna be talking about Anthony Edwards. Is he gonna go to New York? Is he gonna go to LA because LeBron's leaving? Is he gonna go to Miami? Is he gonna go like here? Like Anthony Edwards is gonna be one of the next dudes. Trae Young is already gonna be a free agent next year. That's another one.
I think Anthony Edwards would be horrible for this market.
Really?
I love Anthony Edwards.
I'm not, has nothing to do with my.
I love him.
I just think the way he has like a nonchalant attitude at times, I think they would misinterpret that as him not caring.
That is so. Listen,
that's interesting.
see,
in that part
this is the type of insight you get when you're on the radio all the time.
Because people, I see it. I'll put it this way,
I
and I don't
think
want
you're
to
on
get
the
dark.
ball.
That lost how many family members over like the last 5 years? And the first thing people said was he was soft. I'm like,
the soft thing was ridiculous.
He's a finesse player. He is not Charles Oakley. And if you put him in a box with Charles Oakley and they played one-on-one, somebody's coming out victorious and it's not Charles Oakley. And I'm not trying to take shots. Like, I'm not even trying to take shots. But like, it's just like this. I feel I'm not even the biggest Cat fan.
But I understand what you're saying, because people just take shots at him. And the narrative that he's soft is ridiculous. Our Stephen Bondi did this really good article on this at the top of last year about why that narrative is ridiculous. And I loved it. And, then you have all the stuff that came out last year with people calling him certain names, alluding to his sexuality. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, right? And listen, there's other people in the media beside myself who call those people out. Y'all are whack, right? Like we can just say you're whack.
We've come a long way from Mike Piazza having to have a press conference about his sexuality.
It's ridiculous. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like it's I forgot that even.
It's crazy. It honestly,
like we were alive for that.
I think about it like it's like a Black Mirror episode when you think about like
yo, you're right. You're right. No, but something you just said, I forgot, it triggered something that you and Brian were talking about in terms of the fact that there'll always be this conversation about the superstar, right, Anthony? I think that's part of the problem is, and this is where where Brandon's coming up and he's like, what is this question? Why would the Knicks not need Giannis? And the thing is, I think there are too many fans that sometimes do not watch how the game evolves from the product on court to how teams are built. This is a different era of NBA basketball. This isn't 2010. This is 2025 where you got aprons. You know what you need now? Depth. You got to hit on cheap young players on the margins like a Tyler Kolek, like an Ariel Hawk-Porty. That's important. The Knicks have the talent to win. Can their defense be good enough and their offense be maximized? That is the question here. That is the real question. They've got the talent to win. They've got a good balanced team.
And I'm going to go as far as they've had the talent to win for the past 2 seasons. And I think the Pacers have been a thorn in our side. They did not lose that series 2 years ago.
Please, Josh Hart. Let's go.
Wow, what a
Josh Hart hit a 3.
Did you see
That's first 3 of the year.
Did you see that pass by Jalen Brunson?
Great pass by Brunson.
He heard that shit you said about Tyler Kolek being the best passer on the team.
He's like,
I took that personal.
Like, Dex, watch this.
Foul.
But they had enough talent, and I'm not blaming injuries because everyone gets hurt.
You thought last year they could have won
2 years ago, but last year they not win it all. But I mean, if you get to the finals, you're good enough to win it all. Like that's how I feel. Like
I agree with that.
Like,
yeah.
I don't think unfortunately, I don't think anyone.
No, and I think that might be the case again this year too. Like the Knicks could get to the finals and get swept by the Thunder. Like it's just they're that good.
Well, I think this year they could at least get there. Last year,
they should have got there last year. I still feel like that. Game 1 is gonna, until they get past the Eastern Conference Finals. That game 1 is gonna haunt my dreams.
I mean, it's one of the worst.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna be booing him.
That's Yadier Molina. That's
God.
I could go through some sports that are not New York based. It is. They never call that for him either, so I'm glad they did.
I get why Bucks fans would be pissed at that because it probably feels ticky-tack to them, but whenever you're doing this and your foot is underneath the shooter, underneath in their landing space, like the referee is going. That's a point of that's been a point of emphasis for NBA officials for the last couple of years. They're just going to call that because they have to keep the offensive players safe, and it's an offensive game, at least the way it's officiated now. Yeah, I do think that I think because I thought last year during the regular season, they were a clear step down from where Cleveland and Boston were. Like they were like the de facto third team. And I had been talking up Indy at some point. I mean, I had their over last year in terms of win total because I was like, they're a 50-win team, and they were like 46.5. And I thought in the playoffs, just the run they were on, I'm like, man, I think the Knicks can win this series, but I'm not. I don't know. But when you're favored to win a conference final, you should win that conference final.
Agreed.
So that does feel like a squandered opportunity for them. That said, this year, they're 1 or 2 in terms of talent going into the season. So I think this year, if you don't get there, it's a bigger disappointment.
I think the team's deeper, and I just like the process of what this team is doing offensively and defensively. Like I just like the look of it. I don't even think they're at their best yet, but I like the look of what they're building. Like I feel better about it. Like because the offense looks more modern, as you were saying earlier.
Yeah,
like that's a big thing for me. The offense looks so much more modern, and I just think that's it. And I think there's guys off the bench like Clarkson and Yabu who aren't even clicking yet. Clarkson, that is a Clarkson shot if I've ever seen it. That is the Jordan Clarkson experience in one possession right there.
Yeah, they're up 9 quietly now.
Yeah,
Bucks. The defense has been really
good. Defense.
The defense has been really good.
Josh Hart looks. I mean, offensively, he still looks a little rusty, but defensively, he's looking sharp.
The Knicks are hitting their rotations.
Money.
That's good.
They're forcing a lot of tough shots. They're forcing mid-range jumpers too that are contested.
The Knicks defense has been good. Like I said,
really good this quarter.
Yeah.
See, look at where everybody is.
Bad pass.
Forces a bad pass there. Oh, that's a
good double.
Get
a good rotation. Champion. Get back, Hawkporty. Get back. That's on Hawkporty. He did not recognize to get back. His man had rotated over. He came up too high.
Had him in no man's land too in the paint. That is a quick shot.
Okay, Clarkson. This is a good. The Knicks have played well to close out this quarter.
Reggie Doc is beside himself.
22-7 run.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
You gladly take it. The Knicks defense is looking good.
That's an offensive foul.
The Bucks have not been good with Giannis in this quarter.
Why is he getting mad?
Does Giannis have more than 6 points in this game? Giannis has 8 points.
Okay, not much more. Let's see.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's something. Brunson's always in the middle of it. That's why people are pissed in Milwaukee.
And this is a message to Knicks fans. When you have a superstar, he's gonna get called like what do they call foul baiting or whatever it is. Like it's just what happens. Every player in the league does it.
He did it. He tried it there too.
Oh yeah.
He does sell it a little more. I'll say that.
I will say this. He does sell it, but then there's times where
look at Clarkson.
I love it.
Wow. Shot.
The Clarkson game.
This is the Clarkson spirit.
How do you let him follow through on that shot if you're Milwaukee?
Nobody boxed out at all. Clearly.
Nope.
I better do that.
Yeah, it was triple team too. I mean, that's one of those where Giannis is just Giannis. What can you do? But foul.
And one. Give me the foul.
He hit it anyway. Oh, let's go, Josh. And he missed it later.
Off his leg.
Yeah. He just lost it.
The Mike and Ice.
Josh.
Whatever he was saying, the ref was
referee smiled. You saw that, right?
I bet he wasn't even saying that was. He was probably like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Look at this. Look at the awareness.
Cookies.
Just totally lazy. Like the Bucks have just not been on the same page offensively.
I was very concerned going into the offseason with Josh Hart because he felt it at the end of the year. He had a bad series against the Pacers.
Ooh.
The fans kind of turned on him. So it's nice to see at least he's off to like a decent.
The fans really did turn on him.
Well, I mean, and it's fair.
Good pass. Good extra pass and one.
That's a good cut from Cat.
See, that's
good play recognition.
That's them starting to get comfortable in the offense. See the move. That's movement. You never would have seen that movement last year. Again, that is not a knock on Tibbs. I'm just saying the offense has evolved.
Exactly.
Right? Like I'm saying the offense has evolved.
And it's the truth, though. It has evolved.
Yeah, and they needed you see it. Sometimes to get better, you got to take risks. Sometimes you got to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Gallo, you got to do that, right? Like that stuff's important. I like what I'm seeing in the evolution, and I don't even think the offense is playing really good yet, nor did I expect them to 4 games into the season.
Yeah.
It's a long season. This is what the regular season's for. It's the process of it. And I think that some fans don't enjoy the process. Like the process, you have to enjoy the process of it.
I hate it's fair. It's a fair. I hate the narrative that the NBA regular season doesn't matter because it
Oh,
does matter.
it does matter. Like it's a thing people have said. Brian always says this to me. Like there's these things that people say, and then people just like they just start saying and like, oh, that's true. Like when ask
Like-
most people to say, why does the NBA regular season not matter? Like, what does that mean? Right? Do you not get better as a team? Do you not build camaraderie as a team? So what seasons matter? Everything can't be the NFL where it's the stakes are low because of scarcity. Now, if you want to tell me I think the NBA season is too long, there's too many games, that's a different thing. I've always been
have
on
a conversation about that for every sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the NBA season is I would like to see it be down to like 66 games personally.
And I think two things can be true. Where I would also say, while it does matter, I do think I don't want to get carried away looking at the first 10,
100%.
15, 20 games. So I think there is like a section of people
on,
that's
Brunson.
a good
Woo!
that is so good offensively. They're
killing them.
This quarter, how many do they have in this quarter?
Well, then they did that against the
43.
Celtics too.
They have 43 points in this quarter.
Oh my goodness, Brunson is 23 already.
Right? Didn't the Celtics they outscored them by like 40
30,
points?
yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right about Giannis being
yeah.
pissed. But yeah, I think yeah.
He's like, trade for me. That's what he's saying.
You don't want to over-index on those first bunch of games, but also like, yeah, if the regular season matters in terms of building habits.
Yeah.
Teams who plan on not doing much, they might come out the gate hot. Like, I mean, look, VJ Edgecombe, like the rookie of the year race might be an actual race this year. I know everyone just wanted to give it to Cooper Flagg, and I thought it was nonsense that he was minus 180 before the season. But
he also, before he got hurt, he looked not great.
Yeah, like VJ Edgecombe is a real dude. I think the regular season matters. I would say, though, just refrain on going too far in the direction of like over-indexing on this early portion.
No, I agree, but I think that's part of the reason why it does matter, though,
Nice.
because you see that growth.
Yeah.
Look at the Pacers.
You have to
last
give
year.
it time to grow, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the Pacers last year I thought were going to be a playing team, and then they ended up in the NBA Finals.
They look bad for the first half
They
of the year.
did look bad for the first
The
half.
Miami Heat, as much as I want to crush them, I mean, those Jimmy Butler teams, I think the year that they were the best in the regular season was the one year they struggled in the playoffs.
They got to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Gabe Vincent.
And they shot.
Also,
they just shot poorly.
I'm not only a Miami Heat truther, I'm a Jimmy Butler truther. Everyone wants to give Jimmy Butler credit. Gabe Vincent carried them to the Eastern Conference Finals that year. Against the Knicks, Jimmy
Gabe
Butler
Vincent,
had one good
Gabe
game.
Vincent did have the playoffs of his life.
Remember, they were up 3-0. Gabe Vincent gets hurt. They tie it back up 3-3, and then Gabe Vincent comes back.
That was the Caleb Martin series.
Yeah.
It was Caleb Martin.
Max Strus killing the Knicks. Kyle Lowry, they wanted to run him out of Miami, and he killed the Knicks.
Zora's had a busy quarter.
Yeah, she is.
I'm winded for her. So
Zora's out here doing Lord's work. Knicks up 71-59. 71 points for the Knicks in the first half, 45 in that second quarter. Knicks outscored the Bucks 45-32.
High pace too.
In that second quarter. Pace was up. Looking at the half, for you guys with the Jalen Brunson
still need
props,
to get there.
Jalen Brunson, 23 points.
What do we got with Josh Hart here on the rebound?
Josh Hart not doing good for us on the rebounds. He has one.
That's going to be it. That's going to cook me.
And OG Anunoby has not given me one steal after he's had multiple steals in all of his games.
Is Melo got the jacket outside on the shoulders now? Not even arms in the sleeves.
I gotta see it again.
All right, so good at first half for Knicks. Jalen Brunson with 23. Landry Shamet, 10 points. Our guy Tommy needs one more 3 from him. Mikal Bridges, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
Solid defensively.
Mikal Bridges has been really good.
Rotating
Cat,
really
only
well.
4 points, but he is a +4, 4 points, 4 rebounds.
He's playing good defense.
Cat's only taking 1 shot, which is crazy, isn't it?
He's been fouled a few times.
OG Anunoby, who's taken 8 shots, 9 points, 1 of 5 from downtown.
He's spacing
also
really well.
has 2 rebounds, 3 assists.
Attacking too.
And then we talked about Jordan Clarkson off the bench, 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. So good to see him come alive. Josh Hart leading the way with minutes off the bench with 14. Tyler Kolek was fine in his 6 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field, 3 points, 2 assists. All right. We're going to step aside, take a little halftime break like we always do, get some snacks, get some water, all that good stuff. When we return, myself, Bryan Fonseca, Anthony Gallo will be with you as we watch this Knicks game. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Leave
Hit
some
that
comments.
like button. Give us some comments, some questions you want in the second half about the Knicks, and stick around with us for the second half and also our post-game wrap. Dexter Henry, Anthony Gallo, Bryan Fonseca will be back with you after halftime. See y'all soon. All right, we're back with the second half. Knicks up 7 now, 10:43 to go in the third quarter. Dexter Henry, Bryan Fonseca, our guy from WFAN and Infinity Sports Network, Anthony Gallo, rocking with us here for our second Knicks watch party of the season. Ooh, the Knicks lead is down to 5 now. Bucks coming out strong.
You know, we were a little late getting back because I don't get to talk much Broncos with anybody. But shout out to our guy Wes.
No. No shout out for Wesley.
That's fine.
Too much Broncos talk. Too much Broncos love.
We were saying
they're gonna kill your mic now. Too much Broncos talk.
we were saying
That's the wrong orange and blue.
Broncos Steelers might be a thing in the playoffs.
I want revenge.
Oh man,
I want revenge for Tim Tebow.
Revenge for
What was that?
Oh my goodness.
Shoot that. Knock it down. Oh, cat. We did have a comment in the chat here from Kevin Banks. He said, all Giannis can do is dunk. He can't shoot at all. We don't need another non-shooting 7-footer. Kevin, I'm inclined to agree with you. I agree.
Good defense by OG.
I mean, they don't need him, but I hate that they simplify it down that he can't. He just dunks.
I won't go that far, but I don't like the fact that he's a non-shooter. I don't think his game is going to age that well.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a big concern of mine.
It's a point you make all the time, and I tend to agree.
It's not the aging part is 100% true. His twilight's not.
Now, can he help you right now? Yeah,
he's 31 in December. He is now in his 13th season. He has an injury history. Like before last season, he had a couple of straight years where he didn't end the season healthy. And before that. So yeah, I think there's reason to be worried about that. Whereas Cat is one of the best shooting bigs ever statistically.
Well, he could be stationary and
yeah,
contribute.
like in his twilight, he can probably still give you 17 and 7 on jump shots.
Like Brook.
Yeah, except not that level defender, but probably better.
Well, yeah,
probably better offensively.
Right. Not even close.
Yeah, because Brook is very, very, very flat-footed.
I will say this: the chat that we put up over an hour ago, 41 votes. Do the Knicks even need Giannis? 51 to 49, yes.
Ooh. To be fair, too.
How many votes?
Sham at third 3. Our guy, Tommy Hogan, cashes in. Well, he put it in a parlay, so he didn't cash in, but.
What was on the parlay? I forgot.
A whole bunch of stuff. He put
I need
Josh Hart.
We got to get Josh Hart out there.
Woo! Oh. See, that's the thing about Giannis. And I'll give Giannis credit. Like, listen, he's had some insane playoff games.
Oh, yeah.
He has a title. He has a 50-point game and a closeout. Championship
good
closeout.
kick out.
Sham at 4 threes.
Yeah, I should have took that over.
Man, he had a good start today. Tommy, you should have just kept that alone, man. Could have cashed in on that.
Literally, that's what he's there for in the starting lineup today.
Yep.
Literally.
And effort. He's not the greatest defender.
But
gives
he gives
effort.
good effort on defense.
Yeah.
He's a vet. He can navigate screens.
Cat, late.
I was shocked last year that he wasn't like more highly touted as like an end of the bench guy because with the Nets, with the Clippers, he was a good bench player.
You know what it was is he couldn't make a shot last year in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
When he was coming back, remember he was adjusting to that shoulder injury too.
Oh my goodness,
ridiculous! See, this is the tantalizing thing about him.
There's also Knicks MO, just terrible third quarters.
Look at the Thanasis. Where's the other? Where's Alex? Is Alex there too? This is a game now. See, like you know what he's gonna do, but stopping it is hard.
I blame Kevin Banks.
That's Kevin Banks is your fault. You fired Giannis up.
It's crazy, and you got to do a better job of keeping him off the glass, but easier said than done. Because he's still hyper athletic. He's still a top 1% athlete in a league of 1% athletes. Like, he's ridiculous.
Yeah, let us know how you feel in the chat. He is, though. Let us know how you feel in the chat. This is now a closer game. Knicks look like they were in control at the half. You kind of knew Giannis. I'm not going to say the Bucks. You knew Giannis was going to make a run.
Mm-hmm.
You also know the Knicks are always going to scare you in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
And I expect Jalen Brunson to show up. This is my question about them, right? It's like, This is what happened in the Pacers series too. We would get into these spots in the third and fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. Pacers would make it tight, and then it's like, look, I know Jalen Brunson's going to show up, and there were times where even he would struggle, but you know what to trust in terms of what he's going to do, the looks he's going to try to create, the shots he's going to try to take. even if people want to say he holds the ball for too long, like you just know what Jalen Brunson is going to do. Everyone else I have questions about.
Well, and that's a great point because Brunson then struggled in that Pacers series, and they had no answer after that.
Right.
Yep. They had no answer.
There was
after that, and
one awesome Towns game, offensively, where he won them game 3.
We were like praying that DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet were going to save us because DeLon Wright had that one good quarter.
Mm-hmm. I thought DeLon Wright, they could have brought him back. He's actually back with the Pacers, or now with the Pacers.
Pacers are they're not going to do anything this year, but they're a good team.
Yeah, their team you still don't want to play.
And Pascal Siakam
They're all banged up and they got their own pick. I think they're on pull the plug watch for me. Like if things are still out of whack and it's like December 1st and they still have multiple guys hurt. Obi Toppin's apparently out for at least a month. Nemhard, we don't know. Like,
kill my fantasy team here.
Nemhard's on mine, so is Toppin. Like they
and I've always been big on Siakam, and I felt like it sucks it happened against the Knicks. I'm glad he had a good playoffs last year. If they win that finals, he's finals MVP, not Halliburton. Like that's how good he was.
They signed Mac McClung.
He was. I agree.
They signed Mac McClung, to which I'm like,
Wait, who signed Mac McClung?
Pacers.
Oh, he fits.
2-way contract.
The Pacer fans are gonna love him out there.
Yeah.
But
another gimmick in Indiana.
Why did they? So that's the thing. I was kind of looking at that, and I was like, "Is this a money grab?" Like, not that he's not an NBA player, but I mean, he's.
I mean, is he a rotational piece if they're healthy? No,
not if they're healthy. No.
It makes you feel like Hoosiers is back. You know what I mean?
Not to be saying, it went right over my head at first.
It's Indiana.
Is
he gonna do the dunk contest again? Like again?
I mean, he's a great dunker.
No.
Do you care about the dunk contest?
I'll care if VJ Edgecombe is there.
Yeah,
if VJ Edgecombe is there, I will care.
I care about All-Star Weekend. I do not care about the dunk contest.
Me too.
I actually look more
to the 3-point contest.
The skill competition they ruined, which it was awesome, and then now it's like,
oh man, the skill competition was my favorite.
And they ruined it with the way that they have the rules set. The 3-point competition is like the home run derby for me. It's like pure talent right there.
Yeah.
The dunk contest, it's also, to be fair, how many more dunks?
Yeah, that's what it is.
How many more dunks?
And it's fine. We don't have to care about it anymore. I also think the hot take is we just don't need All-Star games anymore. We can get rid of All-Star games, period. I'm done with All-Star games. Well, here's my thing.
I do think there is a purpose for the MLB All-Star game. I do love the MLB.
I got to be honest. Can't tell you last time I watched MLB All-Star game.
It's the only one I will watch All-Star. Well, actually, the NHL's got a sick skills competition. That one is actually cool. But
you don't like the Pro Bowl games?
No. Here's where I give the NHL and the NFL credit. They've realized nobody cares. This is not a serious game. Stop trying to make it a serious game. That's my annoyance with the discussion around the NBA All-Star game. Oh, these guys don't compete. It's an exhibition game. What are we talking about?
It's the NBA also.
Tied game.
Oh, my God.
The way people talk about the NBA, you would think it was the UFL.
Yeah, it's an exhibition game. Who cares?
I still hope. Look, figure something out because I still think being named an All-Star matters.
Yeah, sure.
I think kids still care, which again, it's not for us.
Kids and
that's fine. I cared when I was a kid.
And adults, because this one's gonna be in LA, and I'm here to tell you, there's gonna be a lot. Just
look, man.
Be on Instagram that night.
No.
You'll see what's gonna happen.
I actually have never covered an All-Star game. Well, not fully. Outside of New York City.
2015.
Not outside of New York City.
Yeah.
But listen, All-Star game is a great weekend to be around. A lot of people, a lot of things to see, right? At All-Star weekend. Great to be around. Do I need the here's my thing. I'm fine with the game. I don't need the game to be competitive.
Rollins is hooping.
He is, but I actually I'm not mad at that bet to make those guys make those shots because
I'd live with it.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make Giannis beat me.
You're not playing this.
I don't want to give them that wide open look.
Yeah,
so
that's maybe a little too much.
Like they're pros ultimately.
Need one more point from Brunson.
I need 6 more. From
I need 5.
I think this game needs Josh Hart and some rebounds. I think that's what turning the Knicks around right now.
Yeah, he can give you that punch of toughness.
Foul?
That is
what?
Don't challenge that. Challenge that.
I don't like using a challenge before the fourth quarter, but I think this is winnable. Let's see. Was he set?
Still
No,
moving.
no, he was
Don't
not set
challenge
at
it.
all. That's why. Even though Rollins was out of control.
There we go. He heard me. Shout out Mike Brown.
There's your injection of Josh Hart. I agree, though, Gallo. Like, you need just his intensity right now because you're losing it. You're letting go of the rope. You need his rebounding. You need.
I appreciate you giving me credit for that actually being basketball analysis.
No, for real. You need his defensive
No,
versatility.
use a good call. I agree with that
No,
too.
I don't know if you need him guarding Giannis right now, but with the back line of defense behind him, like it makes sense. You have Huck Porty in too.
Yo, this guy,
See how
Ryan
this
Hollins. Damn.
There's always a random shooter.
Well, it's usually at the Garden where you have the random guy go
That's
off.
true. Nice rebound. Oh,
Huck
gotta keep
Porty.
it. His hands.
Now we
man.
got to worry about Ryan
Needs more
Rollins
tape
killing
on his
us,
wrist.
man.
Oh my goodness.
That was a walk.
That was.
If he would, I would have demanded that Kevin Bakes get banned from the chat if he hit that shot there.
Comment again, Kevin.
JK, I'm joking.
And anybody else, if you'd like, we will get to comments throughout the show. Didn't think Josh Hart was shooting that. That's a wild take. That's a
Bailed
bail
out.
out.
Bailed out there.
That is a bail out call.
I mean,
Look
I'd
at Doc.
like to
Look at Doc. Hysterical. You got to call that earlier, I think.
Ryan Rollins, man.
Bridges has to close out harder. He's a shooter.
Let's look below.
That's good defense.
That's a bailout call. That's good defense.
I'll take it.
That's a bad call.
I'll take a bailout call.
That is not a good.
Like Bridges just went
Fourth
down.
foul too. That's huge.
Yeah, I think you got to play up on Ryan Hollins.
You think?
Ryan Rollins there because
I've been saying Ryan Hollins too.
because
I almost
because
call him Seth Rollins before.
one of our producers actually did. I think that was Nico. I do think you have to, because if you're worried about Ryan Rollins driving by you, if you're Mikal Bridges, who is very like laterally quick, it's just what are you doing there? You play for the jump shot. Worry about rotations.
I hate this
later.
matchup right now with Huck Purdy on the. Oh my goodness,
That's too easy. That's unbelievable. Giannis knew it too. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to crossover spin on Huck Porty. Look at this. Crossover, easy spin. Brunson just reaches in because what else is he going to do?
What is Huck Purdy? Did he play in the Euro tournament this year?
No, he didn't. He played in
Germany's. He's German, right?
Yeah.
Germany's nice too.
He played in the German national team when he was coming up, like under 17s and stuff like that.
But he's not now.
He can, and he probably will at some point, but Germany has been consistent about they've kept their core together and they've made little changes around the edges. They added they're awesome. They added Tristan da Silva this past year from Orlando. So Huck Porty, I mean, maybe he'll play in World Cup qualifiers next summer. We'll see. That'll be a good experience.
It was part of the reason why I wanted the Knicks to go after Schroeder this offseason. I was like, he killed the Knicks in the playoffs last year.
He's legit good. Schroeder's legit good.
I was like, the way he played in the Olympics the last time around, I was like, this guy's got stones. So.
I hate that he's in Sacramento.
Yeah.
I want him on a better team.
That team's going to be
February.
February.
Getting traded by the deadline.
I think so too.
Firing Mike Brown was the dumb, and I'm not even just saying this because the Knicks coach right now.
That was a dumb decision.
Getting rid of Mike Brown at the first inconvenience for that team was the dumbest thing they could have did.
Especially that one. Look at Brunson.
There you go. One you
There's
catch.
money
Again, he's the guy that you know is going to come through, but you need others. And defensively, the wall, like Milwaukee has countered the wall, so to speak. Like they've countered. Okay, you're gonna box in the paint. We're gonna have these shooters on the corners and spread you thin. Now, like the Knicks have to counter that. They have to adjust for, okay, how are we gonna get out to these shooters now? How are you gonna rotate? Maybe pre-rotate actually. How are you going to be able to negate these 3-point looks that Milwaukee's starting to generate off of the attention Giannis is getting?
Yeah.
Every big star does commercials now.
Everybody.
I used to be just like a failing star or like you're an up-and-coming actor.
That's a Black Ops commercial?
Right.
That was a Black Ops commercial?
I didn't understand it, but it was. I mean, it was an Xbox commercial, and they just attached Black Ops to it.
Okay, whatever. I ain't getting Call of Duty this year, so.
We were just talking about that. I'm on
Buffalo
story
through the
mode
years.
and give me a good franchise mode.
Give me a good story mode. Give me a franchise mode that I can create stuff in.
I'm the greatest college football coach in the history of the world.
Everybody
NCAA 26.
is in NCAA. Everybody is.
My girlfriend walks in, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to give us a better life. You want to be in Missouri the rest of our life?"
Who are you coaching?
I was Missouri State, and then Illinois said, "Come save us." So I turned down Penn State.
That's a good man. That's a good man. Always turn down Penn State.
I wanted a challenge.
Always turn.
Shout
down
out to our guy Hickey, who was mad at me like I was James Franklin for turning him down.
Man, Hickey.
He's got the Colts. He's good. He's got the Colts right now.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't feel so bad for him.
Yeah.
I shouldn't feel so bad for him. I did because he was so happy this year. And I was like, yeah, y'all can win it all.
I liked them this year. I thought Penn State was going to be a lot better.
I don't like Penn State any year, but yeah. I
is
thought
that Pitt's biggest rival or West Virginia?
West Virginia more, but Penn State is the in-state rival.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. When I went to Pitt, they stopped playing the games every year against Penn State. So then they brought it back. What was that? That's the last time they played was 4 years ago. So before we played West Virginia for the last 4 years, and now that's over. Look, I mean, I could go into a lot with college football, and we talked about this with the Big East and the real. You got rid of all these rivalries. It sucks.
It sucks. Conferences make no sense.
Conferences, you really see it.
I mean, Chris Mullins spanked Syracuse 3 years in a row, and they decided they're never going to play St. John's again. So, allegedly, that's what I'm going with.
I don't like any of it.
No.
I think Pitt should play Penn State and West Virginia every year. Those should be games people look forward to.
Bring back rivalries and conferences.
Bring back rivalries and bring back conferences that make sense, and bring back scheduling that isn't whack.
Rutgers should not be playing USC on a Tuesday or whatever it is on a Friday night.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, and
I'm a big college hoops is. I'm more of a college hoop fan than I am a college football fan, and
Me
it
too.
just got devoured
So
by college football.
Yeah,
and being a Big East,
it killed Big East basketball.
Yeah,
it killed it.
I mean, it's now Big East has been fine now for like 6-7 years, but
it's come back.
It's never gonna be.
Yeah, but like it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Excitement.
It's missing Syracuse and UConn and Pitt
and
Pitt,
like actual East teams.
Teams that had a lot of ties to kids from the north. If we're going to college basketball time in the Northeast area, and you're missing those guys. And so Pitt and Syracuse.
You had kids from Queens going to Pitt. You had kids from Brooklyn going to Syracuse.
Providence. Well, I mean, those teams are still in there. I guess
you had dudes from Jersey going to like West Virginia and Seton Hall, obviously, and St. John's. It's like it sucks now.
The Big East was a great college.
But I like that St. John's is good again. That's good.
I'm fired up.
That's good for the
I'll be there against Bama.
I'll be there for that game.
I'm fired up. I used to get made fun of because I always been big St. John's Seton Hall fan, but after going to St. John's
for the over,
he's the most outside of my girlfriend. He's the most consistent thing in my life.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
Clayton says
if she's watching right now, I've tried to float the idea if we ever have a boy, Jalen Brunson Gallo.
Jalen. Oh, there you go, Jalen Brunson Gallo.
We have a comment from Clayton in chat.
I feel bad for Cam. Cam Payne? Is that you talking about?
Cam Reddish? Cameron Boozer? Killer Cam?
What Cam are you talking about?
Which Cam are you talking about, Clayton?
Cam Thomas?
We could do this all day. Cam Johnson?
Yeah, I don't know which Cam you're talking about.
Mike Cameron?
Which Cam? I want to know which Cam he feels bad for.
It might be Cam Payne. I'm on the edge of my seat awaiting this now.
Why do you feel bad for Cam Payne?
Where is he?
Campaign's out the league right now.
That's probably why.
He's had some interest for some teams overseas, but I think somebody reported the other day.
He's persistent on getting back to the NBA.
Yeah, I think it was our guy Michael Scotto that reported that.
Listen, he's good enough to be in the EuroLeague right now.
I also think he was built for New York. Like he takes some dumb shots, but he's not afraid to.
Nope, that's an offensive.
See, credit Josh Hart there.
Jalen Brunson, 30 points. Thank you, sir. Needed that.
Look at that. Oh, that's a shove off offensive pass interference.
I'm 5-1 so far tonight, and the Knicks money line will determine if I'm 5-2 or 6-1.
See, I didn't attach the result because I always feel like I'm a mush. And
of course, I like Bam over 9.5 rebounds. He gets
Cat
6.
Pushing off. What are you doing?
Giving it right back.
What's Cat? 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting, 7 rebounds, and 3 fouls.
Oh my God. Jesus
Heat are
Christ.
smoking them right now.
This
Have you
is
seen this Heat Hornets score? It's 136 to 110. Miami's
yo,
running them out the building.
The Heat offense is.
I was looking at Heat minus 5.5. I was like, I don't know. Charlotte's like, I said, nope. Jesus Christ, bro. By the way, for fantasy purposes, because we've talked about this before, Bam, 26, 6, and 2. No steals, no blocks, but 3 of 5 from 3. So, good fantasy production. Pelle Larson got the spot.
Wait, what's the 2 he has?
2 assists.
Oh,
Jaime Jaquez 28 points. That dude is back.
Knicks only 17 points in this quarter.
Another score relevant around the league. Sixers beat Washington in overtime, 139-134.
You know how you sold
Most
yourself?
fraudulent 4-0 I've ever seen.
Yeah, and they'll act like
They
they
haven't beat anybody.
They barely beat the Hornets, barely beat the Wizards. You know how you said you sold yourself on the Hornets? That's what me with the Wizards.
I like the Wizards.
They're
more
gonna
than
be
I like
fun.
The Hornets.
I liked what they added. I think Chris Middleton healthy is the most underrated player in the league.
I think they've got some.
Oh boy, cat.
That was a freaking adventure. Oh my God!
From when he got the ball and elbowed someone in the chest.
Well, he heard you tell him that he only had 4 points, and now he's like, I got to go.
He's got 6. Don't
Yeah,
show him.
bogus.
Don't show him 2. But
All right,
He's
Joshua,
barely
crash
shooting
these boys,
today.
bro.
Oh boy, here we go. I got to get the shot possession.
Pass that.
This is the I got to get a shot off possession. Right back to him.
I
Here
like
we
it.
go. There's the adventure.
There we go.
Drop
Oh,
step.
why is
Fake. Good defense by Kuzma. Good defense by
horrible
Kuzma.
possession.
Oh,
Good
Clarkson.
hands, OG. That was OG with the good hands.
Whoa. That was
Well,
an
he-
adventure.
He's
Here
gonna-
comes the Euro. Nope. Good pass. Good recovery by Clarkson.
there we
Good
go.
hands.
OG.
I mean, they're playing. I mean,
Watch
offensive foul.
Offensive.
What? Oh, my goodness.
No.
I thought he lowered the shoulder, but this could be again OG.
I might challenge this.
OG might not have been set
you got to
again.
kill this. I mean,
That was before.
What are
He
you
got
supposed
me
to?
at NBC.
Again.
Oh,
That's crazy. Imagine being Clarkson there just looking at that.
I mean, he lowered his shoulder.
Yeah.
His OG's wasn't set.
He wasn't. But
He's off balance, lowered the shoulder.
right, that's the thing. You can be so like you could charge into somebody so hard, like they'll just call it on you. You know what I mean? If it's so deliberate.
I think that Mike Brown is trying to do what you said and not waste that challenge.
Yeah.
It's bad fourth quarter. I mean,
I
bad
don't
third
know.
quarter.
I don't know if he'd win that because OG wasn't set. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I don't know if he'd win that call. And ultimately, like, who cares if Giannis takes free throws? He's probably gonna miss one anyway.
What is Giannis at point wise? Oh,
Giannis is
Watch him
at
make both.
26.
He's gonna make both now that I said that. By the way, Embiid had 25 in 23 minutes.
what did VJ Edgecombe do?
14, shot 4 of 12. He's being held back by Joel Embiid, if you ask me. In
Paul
40
George
minutes.
hasn't played yet, right?
No. Maxey, 39 and 10.
He's a beast.
Plus 100,000 to win the scoring title before the season started.
oh,
Airball.
There you go, 1-1. That's why you don't challenge it. It's like listen, you could do hack a Giannis if you really want to. Like I would entertain that in the fourth quarter
that's their only championship. They didn't win one Oscar.
with Kareem.
Kareem, they won one.
Oh, maybe they just have a separate banner for it. Okay.
Yeah,
Were they the Milwaukee Bucks back then?
they were.
Okay, so they had probably separate banner then.
I'm an idiot. Of course it was. I was just saw the division titles.
Kareem, I want to say was 70.
Oh, that other banner they had. Yeah,
Kareem, I want to say was 71, if I'm not mistaken, which would have been his second year in the league.
No, because that was the
Or
Knicks,
73.
weren't the Knicks 70 and 71?
No, they were 70 and 73.
70, 73.
Okay.
69, 70, and 72, 73.
The Bucks, I think, were 71 because Kareem was like one of the best rookies.
Was
ever.
Oscar their point guard?
That's not a foul?
Let's look.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
It's just a couple of millennials, or the three of us millennials
What
not
was-
wanting to look on our phones.
What was that? Like, what happened there? So elbows out. First of all, he's getting reckless.
Cat's not making decisive
This
moves.
is take him off the floor
He's also,
territory.
like,
I
slow.
kind of agree.
I would sit him for the last minute and a half of the quarter.
You
at
want to talk
least.
about like where he's looked like injured or like not 100%. He's looked slow on his just drop steps and
point for me. 71 title,
Nice.
66 and 16. They were 12-2 in the playoffs. They swept the Baltimore Bullets in the finals. Kareem and Oscar were the two. Also Bob Dandridge, who was underrated historically. And in the Hall of Fame.
I love watching Oscar Robertson highlights and like envisioning sports talk radio back then. No 3-point line, and he's pulling up from like 20 plus feet.
They're like, this is a long shot.
Kareem averaged 32, 16, and 3 back then.
Pete Mavericks too.
Like
these guys are just pulling up. I was like, they would.
Pete Maravich, yeah.
They probably thought those shots were so insane. They might take them just for 2 points.
Yeah. He'd go 8 of 10, and some guys like, God, those 2 misses.
Those 2 misses.
They had a dude on the team named John McLaughlin. McLaughlin MC Glock. Like
the gun?
Yeah, like GLOCK Lynn. McLaughlin, not McLaughlin. You know what I mean?
Clyde the other day, I forgot what the exact line was, but
Pat Riley?
Yeah. That's why he's coaching. That's why he went into coaching.
Yeah, he said Pat Riley had to guard me. That's why he went into coaching.
God. Oh, okay.
I think Pat would have found that funny if he heard it.
He 100% would have.
What was that?
Shot clock.
You had so much time.
I think
5 seconds, but in his mind, shot
Let's
clock.
see if Mike is gonna chew him out. Oh, that was a pretty pass.
Oh boy. Knicks money line in jeopardy, boys. Do they have? How many timeouts do they have? I wish NBC would tell us.
One of my things I don't like with NBC, not showing the timeouts.
Since you're
they got to stop force feeding Cat here. He hasn't been good at all in the post. I'll take
the playing through Cat minutes have been a disaster.
I also feel like
holy shit.
I don't think they're trying to force feed him. I also think they're trying to open up the corners. And
they've gone in on every possession.
He's also not passing.
He isn't, and Cat's
like they're trying to play through him.
Yeah.
They keep going through him every possession once Brunson's hit the bench, and I don't like any of it.
Disaster. If they lose the game, this will be the stretch that does it.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
This is the stretch we're going to talk about after.
It sucks because they had a stretch. They should have, second quarter, but they could have won the game where it was so good in the second.
The one thing that they have not changed this year is their third quarters have been horrendous. Against the Cavs.
You saw that in playoffs where it's ugly had third quarters were horrendous. Catch has been.
Well, weren't they like one of the worst third quarter teams last year? Or am I just envisioning?
No, you're right. They were. And some of that had to do with the fact that they did not have much of a bench. That definitely had a lot to do with some of it. And they relied too much on the starters. I've loved what Mike Brown has done in terms of substitutions with this team. I like how he's managing the minutes and all that. Because I'll tell you what, the way that those last couple possessions went in the non-Brunson minutes, Tom Thibodeau would have put him back in about 3 minutes ago.
Can I read you the sequence real quick? This is very short. Landry Shamet enters the game for Jalen Brunson, 3:28 left in the third quarter. Karl-Anthony Towns offensive foul. Karl-Anthony Towns turnover 12 seconds later. Just hilarious. That's open.
I'll take it.
So these are their first points. These are their first points in over 3 minutes. They went. All that was bad, and yet it was just a 6-0 run for Milwaukee. So
they're lucky. They're kind of lucky that happened because they've been outscored by 14 in this quarter.
They haven't suffered defensively.
That's on the body, not in position.
That's 4 on Cat.
You need to sit him, Mike.
I would have pulled once he subbed.
But he's probably waiting to start the fourth quarter without him. Maybe sit him until the 8-minute mark or something like that. Maybe 6.
Yeah, this is not a good. This is the game that's going to frustrate fans when it comes to Cat, because
justifiably.
He's a +2, which is why plus.
Look at this. So it's 87-87. Karl-Anthony Towns enters the game for Mikal Bridges. Offensive foul, turnover, missed 2-point shot, missed 5-foot hook shot, blocked by Bobby Portis. Karl-Anthony Towns versus Cole Anthony. Jordan Clarkson gains possession. Okay. And then Karl-Anthony Towns got a steal, and then missed a 3. Like,
yikes!
Just a lot.
That's a terrible. They were force feed. They were forcing it to run the offense through him, and I didn't like any of it.
Also shooting foul, and now Huck Porty's in the game for him, and that's not including just the lack of passing or bad passing or not passing while getting the ball in the post.
Terrible offensive quarter for the Knicks. Also not good defensively. They had no answer for Giannis.
35-20, the Bucks have outscored them in this quarter.
They're lucky.
35-20.
They're lucky to be down 3 here.
That was online
at the
too.
end of the third.
So 45-20 in terms of scoring for the Knicks in this game. Just low, high, low. Bucks 27-32, 35. Bucks figuring out more answers offensively as this goes. because in the beginning they had nothing. They looked easy to guard, and now they're finding shooters. They figured out the wall, so to speak. So the Knicks still haven't countered
Just
that.
a game of runs too.
Yeah, they've got to get this done with this been a game of runs. You're right, Gallo, but they got to get this done with their defense has to be better, which it has been for most part. But
I felt a lot of that was just Giannis overcoming everything.
It was, and they had no answer for him.
I think
Offensively,
Milwaukee should be up more, honestly,
Yeah.
given that stretch that we just saw. I think they didn't take enough advantage of it.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm like, okay, you can find out enough
It's a one
answers
possession game.
defensively. Then
Yep. I also think that first quarter where the Knicks didn't take advantage of the slow start from the Milwaukee.
I thought so too,
Yeah, I agree.
especially in the non-Giannis
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
yeah, because remember they came out of the non-Giannis minutes, which was an extended stretch, and they were tied when they went into them, and they left them only up 4 because of a late run, and then they ended up putting them back in. So, these commercials are so unsettling now.
Mhm.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they're doing too. They're
The
doing
smoking
too much.
ones too. Fan 72 says Cam Thomas double question mark. I guess he's asking too, or she, and says it's OKC slightly above Denver, Golden State, and the Lakers for best teams in the NBA.
Lakers, huh?
Lakers?
I'm not putting the Lakers there.
I'm not putting them there.
What did they say one more time?
OKC, Denver, Golden State, and the Lakers.
Are you serious?
I don't even like Golden State that much either.
Guys, to our production crew, I don't know if they can see what happened on the screen with this that is being fixed. I would not put the Lakers in that high. Golden State's look good early on. I still need to see more from them against certain teams.
I see if they make it to April in terms of health.
Yeah,
but I think they could still get somebody too. Not saying it's going to be like Laurie Markkinen, but they could still get somebody.
Oh, he's balling.
Yeah, he just had what, a 50 piece.
I think Golden State could be good.
Also, because they were showing that commercial on NBC. I don't know if you guys ever seen that true crime doc about that family, the Murtaughs.
Nah,
it's wild because the case is, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years old, and then they made a true crime doc, and now they're getting a show about it. Nothing could they give no time to anything anymore.
Oh no,
we got to get this Chauncey Billups TV show true crime doc like in a year. I need it quick.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I need with that. Number one is I want to know why Chauncey Billups was involved in that. That's what I want to know.
I get that, like, there's the gambling scandal with the Scary Terry stuff, but
yeah, you got a question from a friend of the show, Rami Levy. He says, "How many edibles before the stream, Gallo?"
Oh, none. No. I was coming from work. Rami,
we're a responsible show up here, man.
I was cutting clips.
Yeah.
For the great WFAN Digital.
Yeah. Rami, how many edibles for you before the Washington Knicks game? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know.
I think.
Also, I would be a zombie if I did that right now.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, man, paranoid.
I think Towns could use an edible right now.
Yeah, he needs to chill.
That might slow him. That might calm him down.
The question is, did Melo eat an edible before he went on set?
Maybe. Melo doesn't need that. He always stays mellow.
That's my guy.
He doesn't need it.
When he stops wearing sunglasses indoors, then
see, pet peeves do not like sunglasses.
I don't, but also there's like a level of like coolness that I get that I'm never going to achieve wearing sunglasses inside.
So, right. I just don't like anybody.
We're starting with Towns in the 4th. Oh my goodness. Okay,
and
Mike Brown.
He's stealing more minutes.
No Brunson.
He's got Kolek in. I expected that, but I guess you can't leave one of them off the floor.
I mean, do we feel like he is experimenting, or he has a game plan here that he's
good pass?
Okay.
Oh, you got to finish.
Okay.
What?
I see. He'd made that pass.
Well,
I had no faith in Kolek making.
To be fair, on that Towns putback, I don't think he had a lot of time to stay.
Yeah, it's a foul on Kolek. Come on, man. NBA players never commit a foul, bro. You were not in position at all. Look at this. Come on, man.
So yeah, I was gonna say why Towns rush it, but he didn't have no time because the board lit up right after he put that up. Still got to make that.
Yeah, you got to make that.
A few edibles was the answer to in the comments.
A few. Rami, we see you.
A few. You got to be careful.
Hopefully, you're not stressed.
Not too many milligrams.
Yeah. Hopefully,
he shouldn't be stressed. The Jets got to win this week. He should be very happy.
He's still a Jets fan. He's always gonna be stressed.
I mean, he might want a draft pick.
Who do the Jets have this week?
They're bye.
Oh, they're bye. Oh, so the Jets will win. Jets fans got to feel good. Knicks gotta take. There's no Giannis on the floor too. They got to win these minutes.
Hmm.
Now this lineup.
No Bridges. Oh no, Bridges out.
Bridges out. This lineup
No
did some
OG.
good things in the first half, though.
Yes,
They did some with OG, so I think this is why Mike Brown's going.
Why are they trying to? They're
trying to force.
It's like staring down a receiver in football, like just
the squeaky wheel.
Not
what if
crazy about
Towns?
that.
What if Towns? This is just a theory. What if Towns is like demanding the ball, and because there are people who think
he doesn't demand the ball enough?
No, this is the new narrative that Mike Brown is like too much of a player's coach and is like a little bit of a pushover. Who's the former NBA player that just said this? Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes said this, where he's like, "Oh, he's too much of a nice guy."
But that's when he coached Matt Barnes. How many years ago?
How
do I know?
When did he coach Matt Barnes?
Did he?
Was Matt Barnes on that Lakers team?
Maybe.
I don't know.
So which Lakers team did he coach? The one with Steve Nash and
Because
Dwight
Matt
Howard?
Barnes was in Sacramento, but that couldn't have been at the same time.
No,
I don't know. I've seen some videos of him losing his mind in practice, and I was like, we think that these guys just hand the keys to these guys, and
I don't think that's how it goes down.
No.
At all.
This is not football either.
Cover Kolak.
Go rebound by Towns.
Like Tibbs. Like everyone's like, I don't think Tibbs was as hard on these guys as people think he was.
Pick and
I don't
pop?
think so either.
No,
because yikes, bad.
Still Knicks ball. Oh no, he lost it.
I thought you were gonna say because last year everyone was like, Towns doesn't like demand the ball, and then if he did demand the ball, they'd say he was a ball hog. Like. So now he deserves criticism. I'm not trying to sound like I'm just defending this guy no matter what.
My issue with Towns is not about him demanding balls much as when he gets the ball, what is he doing with it, right? Especially against smaller defenders, he would not punish them. That's the thing. Good closeout, Colette.
Too close.
He's not as good of a back down to offensive player as he should be. Like back to the basket, I feel like he should be way better.
I agree with that because and part of it too is when the double comes, he doesn't know what to do. Kolek.
Yeah. That's an easy call.
I loved his closeout. I thought he was going to just stop right there because he came in hard, but he almost didn't need to jump.
Yeah, he's had a bad couple minutes too.
Could have went straight up. That's really all you can do there. You saw the women in the front.
Shout out that guy tried to catch him while not missing any action. He was like,
that. This is a Ryan Rollins game.
This is Amir Coffey. He cut his hair.
It is.
Yeah. We were talking about him as a Knicks option.
We talked about our Knicks option here. We did.
What a summer. Jeez.
is Anthony Edwards hurt?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why is Julius Randle the player they put on the icon for the game?
2 weeks at least.
Okay. Shout out to my guy Julius, though. You think Julius ever calls Cat and tells him, like, hey, sorry, you got to deal with it now. I'm not there.
I don't think he does.
Did he say that he put up, they did 144? 144?
That's crazy.
Like, I know the Hornets are not good defensively, but LaMelo Ball went 6 of 18. Jeez.
What did Jaime Jaquez end up?
Okay, Kolek.
Jaquez had 28 in 28 minutes.
Kolek's been attacking the rim better. That I was
Jaime Jaquez was a plus 43.
That's crazy.
Plus 43.
God damn. I said this is a year Eric Spoelstra. If they win 10 wins above their expectations, he could get coach of the year.
What's next? What?
Trying to rob me of these rebounds right now.
Yes, they are. What's Josh Hart at?
Yes, I don't feel like he has more than
Only
like
got
5.
3.
Nah, I'm not giving myself hope.
It's no hope. I have no hope on these OG.
He'd have to
steals.
if this
you got
was
the Shamet threes, and the McHale threes. I think.
See, I got too cocky. If this was a Tibbs game where we knew he was going to finish this last 9 minutes, we would have hope.
Yes, that's where the predictability kind of helps with the rotations.
Okay.
That's a Josh Hart right now.
I was watching Kolek there because I thought they were going to swing it to Coffey, and he actually boxed out Coffey in that rebounding sequence.
See, they've also been really with this like Towns-led offense. They've been very stagnant movement-wise.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to take that.
I didn't either. He doesn't take open shots, but he'll take that. I guess he just has to be in rhythm.
He was. I thought he was. The shot didn't really demonstrate that.
He feels like he can't.
There's a hook shot. Shoot. Yep. I know Bobby Portis's game.
Yeah.
Once you fake left, I'm like, okay, here we go, left shoulder.
Knicks really got to push here and try to win these next couple of minutes without Giannis and Brunson on the floor.
I think I get OG out
All
there.
Hart was wide open.
I agree.
He was not even at the 3-point line.
If you're going to feed Towns,
payback?
I would just no Clarkson and put OG back out there.
Nice.
Straight away 3 is short.
Okay.
I don't think this lineup is working, Mike.
All the way, Towns.
And one?
Blocking.
Good call.
That's still not a good take, though, from him.
I didn't mind it.
He's
He went
little
up.
out
You
of
still feel like
control,
he's fitting.
but-
He's always out of control.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wow. Kuzma went far, bro.
That could have been a charge.
Damn.
That could have been a charge.
That was like the
He's
pounce.
like so reckless going to the rim.
That was like the pounce. You ever see Marcus Corvon's finisher? That's a 2007 reference. Go look that one up. Where is Marcus Corvon now? He fucking disappeared after WrestleMania 23.
I don't even remember who Marcus Corvon was.
He was in ECW for a little bit. He used to be Monty Brown in TNA. He had this finisher called the Pounce, where he would literally, he was a football player. Like he played for the Bills in the 90s. And he would literally just run into people and
I
just,
don't remember him.
just like
The Pounce.
tackle the shit out of them. I don't know how to explain it. It was like a truck stick.
Was he good
finisher.
in the NFL?
No, not really. He made it though. He was there for a little bit. He had a short ECW run though. He had an awesome finisher though. He killed Sabu once almost.
Who do
Well,
you play for?
that's too soon. R.I.P.
He's
Anyway.
the Bills.
Who do you play for in the NFL?
Monty Brown, the
Yeah.
Bills.
The Bills.
Pretty sure. Let me look. Let me just confirmed. Yes, he was on their Super Bowl rosters apparently.
Oh, they took Josh out. Oh, the dream is dead.
Yeah. Shamit got back in
Mm-hmm.
with OG. Dream, I guess, is still alive for 2 OG steals
All right, Brunson.
and 1.
He's money from anywhere around.
15,
Yeah.
17. Brunson coming back in. Knicks, I said Knicks just need to keep this to a 1-possession game.
Okay.
OG steal
McHale and OG defense.
and
Hell
1.
yeah.
Let's go, Bridges.
That's a good take.
Good take.
Last year,
faded away. Last year, faded away.
he'll dribble around to the other side of the basket, just fade away.
Yep.
Now he's taking it
Now,
back.
he's been consistent. Bridges has been good.
Started
That
in
was good.
preseason.
Both
the
of them
most
getting. I
consistent
think that
Knick.
was Bridges that got that tip.
This is the matchup you're supposed to
Protecting
win
the
if you're
ball.
Bridges too.
All the way.
It's
Cole
That's a-
Anthony.
That's a
Great.
good finish. That's a great finish.
Good touch on the finish. By the way, played for the Bills in the last of their 4 Super Bowl runs, and started some games for the Patriots when they made it to the Super Bowl in '96.
Oh, okay.
Not that bad.
Not bad at all.
It was out of the league after, but yeah. Shout out to Monty Brown wherever you are.
All right, Knicks back up 2, 7:15 to go.
I'm gonna literally when I get home, I'm about to look up.
Look
this
up the
guy's
pounds.
finisher.
Look
I
up
got
the
a long
pounds.
commute
It
home.
was
So I'm
great.
about to look it
He
up
also
now.
had a tremendous theme song. It was like a 70s inspired, like I don't know how to
You
describe
definitely
it.
want Giannis taking
I'll
those
take
kind
that
of shots.
all day. That's-
OG.
Okay.
Got it back.
Give it back.
That's
right
an
there.
open
Does
look.
that count as another steal?
I don't think so.
He just lost it.
Because I don't know if anyone definitively had possession.
I don't think he definitively even got that last steal, I thought.
Get that board.
Battle Huck Porty.
Okay.
Nah, they didn't give OG either of those steals.
I need
Did Brunson just pull something?
Who just went
Uh-oh.
down?
Oh no, we good.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know. He did like a weird split, and then he sees
Walking
he's
away
kinda
from
grabbing that
possession
groin
too,
area.
yeah.
Yeah. He's moving funny too.
I'll cry.
Oh boy. Don't like this matchup.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Brunson.
Oh.
Oh no.
He was feeling it too, and then
Yeah, the way he just went down, it was like,
Giannis went up to him too to make sure he was good. So respect. Let's see.
in fact, he's walking off his
Yeah.
lineup on his own.
They're
Not his own
talking about the
property.
groin. That looked like it could have been something.
This is look. Watch.
That's what you saw initially.
yeah.
He might have just stretched
I
it
would have
out there.
torn my groin right there.
Yeah, he stretched it out
He
there.
might have.
And then when he tried to stop back, oh yeah,
That's his ankle. I feel like.
Can't tell. We'll get the injury diagnosis.
hamstring. I hope it's not grade 2. Well, maybe it's grade 2. He can still play.
I hope
Go
it's not
back.
anything.
I mean,
He doesn't look like he's. I mean,
we've seen this before,
Woo!
and sometimes
And
he'll
then
just go to
Brunson goes to the locker room. They
Yeah.
do something. He cuts back.
he just attaches a new body part.
yeah,
Be like, where's the other groin?
a lot of Paul Pierce inside of him there.
But
Yeah,
we'll
Oh
see.
God,
We will see.
hope he's okay.
I do too.
How you feeling in the chat, Knicks fans? Are you concerned about this Brunson injury? What do you think?
We'll be looking out, monitoring for alerts.
I'm looking for alerts.
See if he goes back into the locker room. I mean, this is the thing about the NBA now. It's never been more like the NFL in terms of whoever's just the healthiest good team at the end is just going to win the title.
Thunder, did they deal with any injuries last year?
Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein.
But Chet Holmgren, just look at him. He's going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, but
the poll finished is closed.
The way he's built.
We got 64 votes. Do the Knicks even need Giannis? Yes, 52%. No, 48%. CV Good checking in says Knicks will never stay healthy. They have to go all out to get regular season win. Contenders don't do this. When Celtics won a ring, they had 50, 20-point games. Well, I don't see this is the case where fans do this sometimes. Why? I don't think the Knicks are going to go out. Mike Brown has said that. They're not going to go out for every regular season win. I think you're already even seeing it by the way he manages the lineups and rotations. This is not going to be like Tibbs where they're trying to win every game. I think they're looking at the long-term goals. Injuries happen through the season. Here's what you hope.
Yeah.
The injuries happen early, and they're not that severe. Everybody gets hurt. Even like you said, OKC had Chet. They dealt with last year.
Every
OKC
team.
is no Jalen Williams right now.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes fans, you got to watch around a lot of the league. Everybody deals with injuries.
Yeah, and using the Celtics as an example, they went to how many straight Eastern Conference Finals? They just couldn't get over the hump. It had nothing to do with injuries.
Yeah.
And wasn't Jaylen Brown hurt for a huge chunk of that championship season?
Yeah.
I think did he have an off-season procedure? No, that was this past year.
Past year.
On his hair?
Jalen.
Sorry. I thought he went with Eric Adams and Turkey.
No.
Oh God.
That's great. That is great.
I'm just looking at some news that looks like
soon to be
coming.
ex-mayor Adams.
He's coming out.
He's coming back into the game.
All right.
CV Good agrees.
Never doubted him.
Agrees that you have to pace yourself in the regular season. Yeah,
I agree with that.
It's hard.
I think good teams pace themselves.
It's
I
just
think so.
and the championship level teams also have a lot of depth
That can afford to do it.
Look
Yes,
at him, our
having
warrior.
the depth, it makes you afford to do it. But Brunson back in the game. Concern level for Jalen. We do have a question in the chat. What's your concern level for Jalen?
I mean,
Brunson?
look, if the regular season didn't matter, he wouldn't come back.
This is true. Chilling, moved up in my seat, pacing, turned the TV off.
I moved up in my seat for sure.
I kind of was in the moved up in my seat category.
Yeah.
That's what has 75% of the vote right now.
What constitutes is a turn my TV off injury?
Like just being
a compound fracture? Like
Gordon Hayward, Kevin Ware.
Yeah,
I guess.
Kevin Ware, I didn't turn my TV off, but I definitely looked away for a minute.
The Kevin Ware wasn't that we didn't actually see it. It was the reaction from not a great
bench.
You could kind of see it. Oh,
that was Patino, right? That
Brunson airballed that shot,
Correct.
by the way. Brunson airballed that shot.
Yeah, so no
good
lift.
defense.
So if he has no lift,
OG just falling on the ground.
Somebody else got to help bring this home.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's a bad turnover.
Yeah,
too. Brunson's
not
not
get
that.
dunked on. He did not. He moved. You saw how fast he moved back after that.
So is this a Brunson? We might need to sit him situation if we're Mike Brown.
Yeah,
like
if he can't move,
if you're not being
I'm not watching him.
Yeah, he's moving gingerly. He just turned the ball over, took an air ball, and you might have to go to Cat now, which is scary.
I've run some stuff through Bridges.
Porty's not really doing anything, so. Oh
Yeah.
God!
You also got they're not sharing,
Yeah.
like Tarico just said, and they're not running the court right now.
If you're doing fadeaways with OG on Miles Turner, you're not running a good offense. This is Tibbs stuff. So, oh boy, why are you jumping there?
Good
Yeah,
foul.
good foul. Why is Porty jumping out at AJ Green?
Yeah,
stay home.
That's not knowing your person. That's not knowing your personnel and just not having been in these situations enough for Porty.
Overthinking it.
He totally overthought, overplayed it. Oh, that's it. Here's one thing NBC's got to do better at. You can't put the timeouts only up in the fourth quarter. Yeah, like they put the timeouts in the fourth quarter.
You can make the scoreboard bigger than this too.
I'm fine with the size.
Like
of it.
I know it's no.
They
I'm
had
saying
the timeouts earlier, I feel like, because they definitely had that coast to coast thing, but they took that away in the third for sure.
Giannis only has 5 rebounds. Wow.
Joe Craig says, can he finish this game without him? I mean, if they have to, they might. And said, TV Good says, you see, why are they even risking it for winning October? I mean, like, what did you want him to do? Not play anybody today? Like,
and then when they don't play, I'm not saying this guy says
game
this,
it's a risk.
but then if they don't play, it's a guy NBA soft. You know, these guys don't care about the fans.
You also want to build up cushion. You know,
Yeah,
like
it's early. It's game 4. Guys.
If you're
It's
8
game
and 4, then down the line you could afford to sit more guys. Whereas if
And
you
I
start off 5 and 7, then you're gonna have to play catch up later. Then
Also,
you might wind up in a bad spot in the
right.
playoffs.
And I
Who's to
think
say
he's
he
gonna see
wasn't
that.
overreacting and they took the timeout and he was like, "I'm good. Like I'm not hurt."
It looked
like,
bad though.
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't actually hurt, but saying like, you know,
Made it look worse than what it was.
yeah, maybe he was trying to get a foul, like whatever it was.
Yeah.
Who do they play next? Again?
The Bulls, I
Bulls.
think, twice in a row. They
Oh,
played,
Friday
I
and
think,
yeah, we're
And
playing
Halloween and then Sunday.
Yeah, you might sit him for one of those.
And you definitely sit him against that team.
Bulls been playing pretty good.
Oh,
gosh.
That was the right
okay.
shot.
I gotta hustle.
No. I think that was last touch on.
I thought Brunson
I might
might have
challenge
tipped it
that.
out. Let me see. Brunson doesn't seem to be protesting it.
And he protests. So
This is getting dicey for the Knicks. With,
Yeah, you need cushion in the East, CV. You
yeah,
do.
it was Brunson.
You do, because if you fall to like the 5 seed, like you don't want to play Cleveland potentially in the first round, assuming
Yeah,
that
like-
they're there. I know people think Cleveland is chump, but like Cleveland's a good
CV,
team.
you're one of those people who thinks the regular season doesn't matter at all, and I think that's where people take it too far. Like you're taking it too far. You have to experiment with lineups like Mike Brown is doing. You have to build good habits. This isn't pickup basketball. You're not just putting 5 guys together and it's like, especially with some new pieces in here, and it's just like, oh man, the talent just wins out.
Charge.
Stupid fouls from Cat. Bucks did this in 2024, went all out to beat the Celtics. Giannis got hurt and missed the playoffs. Did Giannis get hurt because they went all out? Like, how do you know that? Like, that's my thing when people say that. Like, how do you know the causation between the injury and how many wins they got? Like, it doesn't work. Like, you can't prove that to me. Tell me how you know that. Like, how that exactly happened.
We just watched the Knicks go all out last year, and they did not.
They had one of their healthiest seasons ever.
Yeah.
That's how you know that point's not true.
OG had his healthiest season, and he always gets hurt.
And Tom Thibodeau played 7.5 dudes. And the Knicks had basically no injuries. So it's like, I'm not saying that you want to play everybody. I'm not saying that none of that matters, but you can't definitively say, because you don't know, that, oh, this is the reason this person got hurt. You have no idea.
I hate to be this guy too, but Josh Hart back in the game. The hope's still alive.
Let me see this
It
again.
says, go watch the game. This dude's sprinting all game trying to beat the Celtics. If somebody didn't sprint, then it's like what you said. They'd be like, oh, the NBA players don't play hard. How you going? This is the thing I think people got to understand. When you're a professional athlete, nobody's going out there half-assing it. You can't do that. You know what happens when you half-ass it? That's how you get hurt.
Yeah.
That's how you get hurt.
Also, you could tell when someone is half-assing it.
Yeah. Like, what are we talking about?
Also,
if you're Rozier,
I was going to say,
bricks.
if you're half-assing it, you might be betting.
You might get some betting allegations.
Like, I think that this is also, we don't realize how competitive these people are.
I don't think a lot of people do.
We've all worked with, ex-professional athletes, and you can't shoot a piece of paper into a garbage without them trying to swat
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Okay, Brunson.
Wow. Uh-oh.
That's my
Jesus Christmas.
Wow. Brunson, that's a big bucket for the Knicks. Knicks got to get some stops here.
We're in for a hell of a finish. 34.
It's a lot of it's interesting. They're going with Hart. No double big. OG Towns.
Well, I think they're
go
trying to
double
get extra defensive help.
You will live with that. If he hits it, he hits it. Okay.
You can't go double big because the other big isn't giving you anything, and Towns has kind of been a disaster in the second half.
2 Knicks possessions and the next Bucks possession is going to probably decide how.
Oh my goodness,
that's good.
I'm okay with that.
CV Good says, I hear what you're saying, but I'm benching Giannis 5 games for the playoffs. LOL. No way I'm letting him go hard for a pointless win.
They were fighting for positioning though. Like they were fighting for seeding.
Right.
Like
it's like the context of that matters. I agree with you. Down the stretch of what you're saying, CV, is like, are you letting somebody go?
You could only pick your spots down the stretch if you have the cushion from winning these games.
This is not good.
Because Boston was resting guys, they had cushion. OKC also, they had cushion.
That's a dumb shot.
That's why you need to win these games early.
They get a rebound.
Oh my goodness.
Can't get a rebound.
They're getting howled.
Wow.
No.
Knicks are getting outworked on the
They're
boards.
getting housed.
They-
That Brunson
you
injury
got enough timeouts
changed.
called. A
It changed the
timeout.
game.
That changed.
It changed
everything
it
for
changed
this.
I
everything in
think.
the
I
offense.
also think
And-
that third quarter changed everything.
Yeah,
too.
But it changed the game in terms of that was their shot at coming back because Towns has been awful in the second half.
Towns been terrible all
He's-
game.
he's-
honestly.
yeah.
Let's just the
The second half is much more glaring because it's more like of the dumb shit that you're getting in this.
the
half.
dumb fouls, the running the offense through him in the post multiple times. And I understand. Look, you wanted to get him going because he hadn't. I get that, but we saw it for like 4 straight possessions where it wasn't working, and Towns wasn't passing out the double teams and all this stuff. So like Towns hasn't been good tonight. Period. He's been terrible. You got to call it like it is. He's been terrible.
Sari mentioned Shamit, just Shamit threes in general, and I do feel like he kind of gave you pretty good minutes earlier.
I think they're looking for defensive help right now.
Yeah, I just don't know who you play him over. But now you need his threes, so now I put him in for maybe Hart. Honestly,
I would put him in for Hart because Hart is not. Hart shot the ball more today and let it fly, and he did have that 1-3 from the corner that went in and out, but he's just not. You can't trust him to hit the shot right now. Shamit's hit 4 threes in this game, so
yeah. Is that
Yeah.
the Amex Gold card? Platinum one? I want one of them shits. I ain't gonna lie.
platinum.
The platinum one's expensive. I think they're moving it to like $8.95 a year, which is crazy.
Yeah, the Knicks the Knicks are in trouble right now with 2:15 to 2:15.
They're in
to
big
go.
trouble right now. I don't feel good
Mhm.
about this.
No, and this is going to be a loss where people are going to look at this and they're going to say, "Oh, and listen, there were going to be growing pains with this offense." So I think you got to put everything into context. I know we struggle to do that nowadays, but didn't shoot as many threes tonight so far. Only 38 and shot 13 to 38. So that's 34%.
Where
But
they shoot from the field?
41%.
Mm.
They've missed a lot of easy shots too.
What's
Guarantee
Cat
you-
shooting tonight?
2 of 12.
I guarantee you a lot of that was second half too. There
Yeah,
was a
he
big
only
drop-off.
took 1 shot at halftime before halftime.
But not
he
even
only took
that.
one
I mean,
shot.
I think just in general, the shooting
The
percentage
drop off, yeah.
definitely like
Well, like
third quarter
McHale,
especially.
Yeah, McHale and Landry were open for shots. Just doesn't feel like they're moving the ball.
No, the ball stuck a lot. They've reverted back. Let's see. They have
And they deserve, like, after this game, I'm not waving the white flag, but this is the kind of game where, like, you deserve to get some heat. Like, if the media and the fans want to be mad, because you kind of got away from everything that was working from you.
Yeah, you had a great second quarter, and you got away from everything that was working for you. 21 assists, 36 made field goals, and 21 assists.
What's the turnovers?
Turnovers are 12.
They don't really turn the ball over that much. It feels like when they do, it's always at an
It's big ones that lead to fast break points, and that's the thing from there. And then look, not a solid. You had a 35-point quarter you gave up. You give them 19 thus far in this quarter. You're down 8. You need scores and 2 big stops.
This would be the first time the Bucks win against the Knicks since December 2023, if they do finish this off, and it's looking increasingly like they're going.
Well, because I think they beat the Knicks, and then that Christmas they played, and the Knicks beat them.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And that was kind of the turn for that. Was that Brunson's first year with the Knicks?
Second.
And that was kind of the turn.
22, yeah, second, because 22, 23. His first year, they played the Heat in the playoffs. Then the next year, they played the Pacers. And then last year, they played the Pacers. So
Right.
Yeah. So that was the second year, the beginning of the second year. What jersey is that? Hamilton? Must be somebody's high school jersey. Oh, actually, that might be a team of play. That might be like a kids team or whatever.
I respect it. He's repping his squad.
Yeah.
Out here,
They might have played at halftime,
Maybe they did.
you know?
Mm.
They might have done like the 8, 10, 12-year-old halftime game where everyone just chucks on each side of the court.
I like this crew.
Jamal Crawford, Reggie Miller.
I think Jamal Crawford's great.
Mike
And this is
Tirico.
not like a shot at Wally. Whenever Clyde retires, I would love for Jamal to be the guy the Knicks use.
I've heard a lot of fans say that, and I like
That's
that.
interesting.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness! You know what? Kudos to the Bucks too. A lot of
Play
what we're
good
saying is
defense.
what the Knicks are doing wrong, but the Bucks are doing a lot right too.
Well, they're Shamit.
Damn, just a big
Damn.
3.
They need the 3, yeah.
No, you got to credit that. And sometimes I think fans don't want to do that. The
Doc
other
Rivers is a good coach.
Yo, the Bucks
Other
made
teams.
the adjustment.
Yeah, and the
They
Knicks did
made the adjustment to like, all right, y'all are gonna play Giannis like this. We're gonna figure out how to get shooters open. We're gonna have guys on each corner open. we're gonna make you collapse on
This
Giannis.
is it right here. This possession, you got to get a bucket.
And then when the Knicks didn't collapse anymore, Giannis was able to just take it to the basket.
And that is oh.
So
All right.
yeah,
Now you gotta get stopped.
Must stop.
so there's your angle. If you don't like Mike Brown, he got outcoached by Doc Rivers
He
tonight.
did.
There you go.
And it's so much about making the adjustment to the adjustment.
Yep.
I forgot who. I think Joe Mazzulla was on Julian Edelman's podcast, and he was like, "You get like 5 minutes in halftime." He's like, "You're not making a drastic adjustment at halftime. You're
Right.
making the adjustment the entire game."
Game.
Damn, that's game.
That's the
That's
dagger.
That's it.
Gary Trent Jr.
All right,
The Bucks out.
Mike Brown.
executed
Can
the
we
Knicks.
get just tell him to chuck shots and put
Free
Josh Hart
Pacome
in there.
Dadier. Now's the time.
And Diawara. Is he on the active roster or is he just?
He is.
Important to some, that floater, if you had Brunson all over 35 points. Or over
Rich,
34 and a half.
The Candia.
Oh,
Hey,
shout! Hey, Rich, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
Oh man.
Jesus.
Damn.
Okay, there's the exclamation.
That's my guy.
Giannis is out here talking the shit.
Yeah, you didn't want to trade for me? I think. Oh boy, before somebody gets injured, maybe.
Shout out to my guy Rich too. He's got a baby on the way soon.
Shout out, Rich.
Mm.
Welcome.
Best
to
of
fatherhood
luck.
Soon.
Seriously. Jesus. Giannis.
Get everybody off the court.
Yeah, this is
Look at Towns. Look at Towns is funny. He's just funny, man.
Look at that
guy
dude.
in the
Look
back
at that
on
dude
his
behind.
head.
Yeah.
He's like on his head.
Shout out to him.
Giannis went off tonight.
He is like 24, 5, and 5 in this second half, something like that.
I mean, they're playing hard.
Fake comeback.
I know. Also, this is like where I would say, well, who's it? CB? Is that who was saying it? This is where I would get like, all right, now
Get guys.
everybody off the court.
Yeah.
Once Gary Trent Jr. made the three, I think I'm packing it in.
Yeah.
What our guy Wesley Splain,
That was
who roots
negative.
for that team, that football team in Denver, says now do the Knicks need Giannis? No, this game is not an indictment of the Knicks need Giannis. You know,
He's got a future in New York sports radio.
yeah. Wesley out here trolling the people. That's what he's gonna do. That's not an indictment
It'll
on
be
it.
the A block of Postgame now.
I don't like the fact that Knicks, because the Knicks should be better than this Bucks team. I think Knicks will be better than this Bucks team. I don't think this Bucks team is good as what we've seen tonight.
This is not these last two losses, and I think the last loss is not as bad as this one. I actually feel like this is a more disappointing loss.
I agree.
They should have won this game the way they were playing early.
I agree because I think Miami actually has a better collection of talent, and I think Miami's been playing well. The Knicks did. I'm not making an excuse. The Knicks did get in Miami at 2 a.m. the night before that game.
Well, Miami just played
So,
better
yeah.
than them. I didn't feel like
South
for the
Beach
majority of this game.
Wow. Yeah. So Knicks are gonna lose this one, 121 to 111. Gallo, it's all your fault. You were 0-1 in the chair.
Home and home with the
I'm
Bulls.
gonna have, now you gotta give me that. Can
Gotta
we
get
do it like against like the Hornets or like the Wizards?
Nah, because we're not doing a watch party for the damn Hornets. Not doing that. Brian would love that, but
Yeah, I
we're
would.
not doing that
I
watch party for the damn
would.
Hornets.
Listen, I got Sion James analysis. You know what I mean?
We're not doing
Ryan
it for the watch.
Kalkbrenner.
Let us know how you feeling in the chat, folks. We're gonna do some talk here through the post game. Knicks loses 121 to 111. Our guy Anthony Gallo still gonna rock with us here for this one, even though he's 0-1. Other people have sat here and been 0-1. Everybody can't come up here and win.
It has been fun. I'm not gonna lie. This was a lot
It's
of fun.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Look, they didn't lose a playoff game.
No, listen.
The regular season does matter, but again, you also don't need to like they're 2-2. It's not the end of the world. 2-game losing streak probably isn't ideal, but you have a home and home with the Bulls coming up,
gotta sweep that.
And the Wizards after that,
and the Wizards after Minnesota, Brooklyn, Minnesota without Anthony Edwards,
and the Magic, who are good.
Still gonna
But
be
actually,
out.
you know,
That's the start. That second Bulls game is the start of a 6-game homestand, I believe. The Knicks' longest homestand of the season.
yes,
Not mistaken. Yes.
looks like 7 actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, 7.
the longest homestand of the season is in November. So listen,
7, and then the 8th one is in Miami, which there'll be a lot of Knicks fans there.
MSG South. The Knicks have to clean up on that here, and kudos to the Bucks. Good win. Giannis stepped up when he had to. Do they need Giannis? No.
They don't need nothing. This is not what we're doing right
No.
now.
The Knicks need to clean up certain things. The offense is still a
Free
work in
Kurtz in
progress.
Milwaukee.
I see that. Yeah, I'm like,
Kurtz in
what?
the third.
Listen, Poutine.
Yeah.
Poutine
They
slaps.
definitely need to clean up some stuff. I'm also not sitting here like, oh, they're in trouble because I do think it's important to get a top 2 seed. I don't think they're in trouble right now because of 2 losses in October. Like, what do we think? Like 58 to 60 wins get you a top 2 seed in the East this year? Less than that?
Less. They got it with 50. They were the 2 seed with 50.
I think
weren't they?
55, 56 could get you that. I think
so. Let's say Orlando's the 3rd best team in the East, because I think they are, even though they have not looked like it so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
Are they a 52-win team? I don't know. Maybe
you got this is
55. I think you're definitely in the top 2 in the East, and it might take less. Is the point?
Well, I think I talked to my buddy. I do sometimes I hop on the WFAN Daily podcast with Hoff, and I said the over-under for them this year was 58 wins. That was where I thought this Knicks team could be.
The actual number is 52.5, then 53.5. So
I said the Knicks would win 55, 56 games.
That's where I was at.
A lot of what I'm basing it off of too is not teams like Milwaukee, but how bad a lot of teams in the East are going to be this year.
Brooklyn.
Look, which is why there's a team. I mean, even the Bucks, I think, are a team you knew they were going to play the Knicks hard and give them some chance, and we'll reset and get into our post game. But you know that you got to kill against the team you're supposed to. Chicago's not a serious team to me.
No, you have to.
You got the NBA
looked
Cup
pretty
game
good so
on
far.
the
It's
road.
still early, but I don't know if they're going to win both of those. It's hard to beat an NBA team, a competent NBA team, which I think they are. I think
Lightly on that. Lightly competent.
Competent in terms of they can make the play in, but it's hard to beat a team twice in a row.
It is.
On a home and home. It just is.
It is.
So,
but you know what? The Knicks are going to need that, and they're going to need to start that homestand right. So we'll see. But the Knicks lose this one, 121 to 111 in Milwaukee. Their 2nd loss in a row after starting the season 2-0. They now fall to 2-2. Dexter Henry here with you on the New York Got Game, Knicks versus Bucks live watch party post-game show. Also with my guy from WFAN Infinity Sports Network, Anthony Gallo, here with us, and my guy Bryan Fonseca as well. Keep those comments coming in the chat. I'm going to start with this first comment we have right here, because you knew this was going to happen. We're 2 games in. New York Pride says, Mike Brown got to figure this shit out, bro.
There's going to be growing pains.
New York Prides, it's 4 games, but you are being the Knicks fan that I expected you to be.
This
Knicks fans are going to say, oh, we saw this. He's got to figure it out.
It's good to be here. I'm glad we're at this point. We've been wanting expectations, and this is what comes with expectations.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, are some people out there doing a little too much after 4 games?
100%.
Yeah, I think so. I've said this from the time they hired Mike Brown. And let's hope that this doesn't happen this could happen as early as Friday. The first 3-game losing streak for this team, and y'all are going to go crazy.
Yep. The pitchfork.
You guys are not going to do I'm not saying New York Pride has the pitchfork out, but it's right here.
Yeah.
It's right here on the side.
Okay,
He's
so
sharpening the pitchfork.
It comes out Friday if they lose at Chicago.
Oh,
How about-
absolutely. It's out.
Even if they lose one of those games, I think it comes out.
I think
if they lose 3 in a row.
Well, okay, I think you're right, because if they win the first one and then lose the second one's at the Garden. And then people are going to be like, yo, like they're 3-3, but right after that you have the Wizards on a back-to-back, which
I'm imagining the Bulls, the Wizards, those 2 games. Who else did you think of? The Nets, the Bulls, Wizards. Those will be on the cheaper end of tickets because those are the games I always look out for. So you'll actually get real Knick fandom, and I'm not trying to take shots, but
Brian loves.
No, I love where
opening
you're
night
going.
was a dud to me. The way the crowd sounded, and it's clear. I'm not trying to get off on this at the end. Derail the show.
Do it.
It's clear they've priced out actual Knick fans.
Yes.
You heard it, and as the playoffs went on last year, you heard that crowd get less and less rowdy. Shout out our guy Zach Gelb was at the game. I remember freaking out because I forgot what game it was. He's sitting close. You could see him on TV.
No. I saw Zach Gelb at the game a couple of times. I saw him at one game, and I was like, "How you got some good seats?" And then he saw me, comes up early because I'm there pregame, and he comes and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sitting right here." And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
And there was a point. He's a big guy. He's like 6'4", whatever.
Yeah,
he was the only guy in his seat to start, and it's going to be like that this year. It's the Garden. I understand, but I think those 2 games you'll get more of like a true Knicks fandom. And if they lose, specifically that Bulls game, probably you're going to hear it from those fans. I think.
Look, does Mike Brown have to get it together? And I appreciate you, New York Pross, because you gave us a great topic to start off the post game. Saying get it together after 4 games where you're 2-2 feels like a bit much.
It is.
Especially in what I will say to all Knicks fans, you knew this was going to be somewhat of a work in progress, especially with the offense. The defense is clearly ahead of the offense. Granted, they gave up 120 tonight, but the defense is clearly ahead of the offense. This was going to take some time. It's 4 games. Everybody's got to breathe. It's 4 games. Now, if you bring the pitchforks out on Friday and they lose, I'm not going to be the person to tell you
I'm stepping out the way. You got it.
I'm not going to tell you to not bring out the pitchforks. I'm not saying that they wouldn't. I understand this. The offense didn't look good. They had the lowest scoring half of the season in the second half. I get all that. But 4 games.
It's not even November.
It's 4 games.
It's not even Halloween.
It's 4 games.
You know, like I wouldn't be pushing the panic button or anything like yet. Even if they lose, honestly, to Chicago on Friday, I'd be like, look, it's not even it's Halloween. Like, ooh, whatever. I do think though, you want to bank wins because you have the talent to do so. You're on paper the best or second best team in the Eastern Conference coming into the year. It's you and Cleveland, the Cleveland team that you already beat. It wasn't the full-fledged Cleveland team that you're going to see at some point this year because they're going to have Darius Garland, they're going to have DeAndre Hunter, they're going to have Max Strus. Maybe. Because in the NBA, there's so many injuries now, you just don't know.
Yep.
So to me, this is part of the growing pains that this roster is just going to have to get over at some point. And ultimately, Milwaukee made the adjustment that sealed this game individually. And by the way, tough to win back-to-back road games too. Like Miami's not a chump team and Milwaukee's not a chump team. Like they're teams that you're better than and more talented than, but you're going to their arena. That's going to be difficult on its face. And what really happened was you saw them cruise in the second half, and then there's a combination of them taking their foot off the gas in the third quarter, and then Milwaukee being like, cool, you figured out Giannis. You're going to, form this wall, and you're going to make sure that you sort of bait Giannis into taking all these bad shots, contested shots, and other guys aren't getting involved. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a shooter on each corner. We're going to have an offense that's a little more spread out. Giannis is going to collapse your defense, find shooters here. And then once you're over-rotating, like overplaying those shooters, guys could drive and kick to each other, or Giannis can just open up holes and get to the lane. And he was doing that a lot in the second half. Like they made the adjustment and the Knicks didn't counter it. And Brunson getting hurt kind of closed the door in hindsight of them potentially getting back in this game.
Is it fair to say that we saw the blueprint offensively
in the second quarter?
Yeah, we saw what they could do. We've seen it over the season so far, exactly what moving around, the motions, everything, pick and roll. And then we saw exactly what they did last year that frustrated us so much. And I'm not just putting it all on Towns, but specifically that sequence with Towns in the third quarter and then bleeding into the fourth where it was like, this is not what we want. We want more of what we saw in the second. And defensively, I've been fine. I don't think, even tonight, I think Giannis was doing a lot of this, despite how good the defense was playing. So, I'm okay with what I've seen defensively.
Same.
Offensively, it needs to be more consistent.
Yeah, they came to this game, according to Cleaning the Glass, ranked 23rd in offense. Look, the offense didn't look good tonight, particularly in the second half. They shot 29% from the field in the second half, 20% from downtown. That's not going to get it done. All right? Now, to your point, Gallo.
And we have more comments.
We've got a lot of comments. And I see the anger is coming. I see y'all.
We'll talk about Towns. Don't you worry.
And we'll get into Carl Towns. Y'all have every right to be angry at that man tonight for what he displayed. But to your point, we did see the blueprint. We saw the ball movement. We saw the offense moving with Brunson on the court, with Brunson off the court in that second quarter. And it was the blueprint for what they could be. But this is what's going to happen when you change a coach and you change the offensive philosophy. And they're trying to learn. And the thing I've been saying is watch the process, except for in the second half. The Knicks got away from the process of what got them good things in the first half and in that second quarter where they were moving the ball. Yes, when you're trying to, what's the hardest thing to do in life for anything? Changing habits.
Yes.
Change is hard.
Yes.
This isn't, and I say this all the time, and Brian laughs at me. This ain't 2K, man.
Mhm.
You're not just gonna put it on and play with the dudes and then think, oh, everything just clicks together.
Yeah.
That's not how it really works in professional sports.
Yeah.
It's a process. I understand some of y'all don't want the process. Some of y'all think it's gonna happen like this. That was never gonna happen. I'm with Brian. Am I pushing the panic button? No. If y'all want to get the pitchforks out on Friday and they lose, I understand why. Will I do that? No, because I've watched sports for too long.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
Right.
We've seen like
I've
it's got to be till Christmas or December, that range. Like that's when you have a sample size of like quarter of the season, third of the season. When you get to Christmas, it's roughly third of the season because you're roughly at about 27 games. That's a third of the season. 20 game mark is usually like a good marker for a lot of people. That's a quarter of the season. So once we get to December, we're talking about, I don't know, roughly 6 weeks from now. That's when I can make more like significant judgments, like more of a deeper analysis of what's going on. I also think, though, to be fair, if you have a bad November, like if we're getting to December and they're under 500 or they're barely 500 or whatever,
different.
like then we can talk about some things before that. I'm not saying this is a conversation you absolutely table all the way through until then. But there are some things I think to be concerned about, so to speak. And we're getting a lot of Karl Anthony Towns stuff in the comments. We might as well get into it because
let's get
8 points, 5 fouls.
Because
And honestly, like this is why some people were like, they traded for Cat, and he did have some big playoff moments. We talked about it earlier, but
Who's bad tonight?
this is part of the experience. This is part of the
He's been
experience.
very good at all this
He's
season.
never gonna not do dumb shit.
No.
It just is what it is.
yeah,
Like
and,
it's who he's been for 11 seasons.
and listen, you got a lot of people in the chat here. First one chiming in. Towns 8 points. What a joke. Towns was terrible.
He was.
Not all of us have said it here. Towns was terrible. We said it during the game. He looked lost. If he is playing with a grade 2 hamstring quad strain, salute you for toughing it out. But if you're also hurting the team, no. And the
Sit
super
him down.
fouls is part of the Karl Anthony Towns experience. He has to, for them to get to that next level defensively, he's got to cut that down. That's for sure. Mo here says Knicks are definitely not a championship team. Cat is not going to all of a sudden stop committing stupid fouls. I don't disagree with you, Mo.
About
that,
the last part.
That the last part, I don't think you know, or I know that they're definitely not a championship team. I understand why everybody has to make a definitive statement in the chat because this is what you got to do nowadays. But yes, Cat is who he is defensively.
Yeah.
Now, I've always said, can he get 5%, 10% better at that? Based on tonight, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it at all.
It's hard to get better defensively.
Dwayne, Freddie Hubbard, thank you, Mo. Thank you, first one, for checking in. Thank you, CV Good, for checking in as you have all game. Townsend OG had nothing. OG missed a lot of open shots that he had tonight. Defensively, I thought he was fine, but missed a lot of open shots.
It wasn't great in the second half.
It was not, and he needs to be better. But I also didn't feel like it was more spread out the whole game. It's like we could pinpoint an exact moment where Towns was costing this team almost every possession.
That third quarter.
The fourth too when he was there.
Oh, my God.
I also think that they desperately, it's not the only reasons why they lost. They desperately need Deuce back. He is like a common force. He always seems to hit a big shot.
Deuce has had a good start. I mean,
It's a good
2
point.
games.
We haven't talked about him
We
at
haven't
all.
talked about him much, how much they miss him. I think that's a great point about how they miss his defense, his big-time shots.
High IQ player.
High IQ player has started the season very confident.
Great complimentary player.
Great complimentary
to their
player.
best guys.
They miss it. I do want to say in the fact that I did like Mike Brown's adjustment to put Landry Shamet in the starting lineup. He paid off. Landry Shamet was fine.
Well.
He did not hurt the team. He played well. He was fine.
He stuck with Towns for too long, though.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And maybe, but this is why the regular season matters. Because maybe he learned tonight that he can't stick with him that long. That maybe there's a lesson learned. You can learn in the losses. There are lessons in the losses. There's lessons in the Karl Anthony Towns experience. Maybe Mike Brown sits with his coaching staff tonight and says, you seen that tonight when we tried to give him the ball? Nah.
And I think there are some Knicks fans that be like, you haven't seen that last year or any of the other years.
I understand it, but maybe you need to see it up close and personal. That's
We
all
also
I'm
don't know what the front office is telling them. Maybe they're not saying like, hey, you're tied to this guy, but like, hey, like you got to try and make it work before we decide if we even want to think about it.
To be fair, I also think Mike Brown might be just looking at his bench and being like, all right, like what are my options? I don't have Mitchell Robinson. Huck Porty's not really giving me anything. I can't play Trey Jameson. Like he's probably looking at that as well. And you can't really go OG at the 5 against this team because
No,
they have
not against this
Giannis.
team.
They have Giannis and Miles Turner.
Right. And this
I think
again,
that's where it hurts you is Miles Turner because he was covering Giannis for most of the game, but when Miles Turner's in there, it's too much size.
Yeah.
it's a
Because
tough matchup to play.
you could get away with OG on Miles Turner. What you can't get away with is an OG lineup where he's a center with both of them out there. You can't put OG on Giannis.
Nah, you can't, and not for an
Not for a
extended
long
period of time.
right, exactly.
You can't do that at all. CV Good still says, yeah, Cat just can't stop fouling, stupid fouls. And see, that's the part. It's not the fouls. CV is right on this. It's the stupid fouls. That's what gets people. And I felt it all in CV's statement in that. It's the stupid fouls that irritates the fan base. And I understand what y'all are saying. I get it. First one comes back. He's a joke with 5 fouls. Dwayne Freddie Hubbard, in all caps, God, we need Mitchell Robinson.
I mean, tonight that could have been the stopper.
Hey,
man.
What he does could have been used tonight against his team. And Mitchell Robinson usually plays very well against the Bucks. It's a very good matchup
because
for him.
he's the only guy you could have that you can trust guarding Giannis in a one-on-one spot.
Yeah.
So let me ask this to the chat because Brian asked it to me earlier, and Gallo, I want you to chime in.
Not that he's going to stop Giannis, but you got
and maybe we could put this poll in the chat for everyone out there. How concerned are you guys about Mitchell Robinson still not playing? He's not played in 4 games.
1 to 10. Just
on a scale of 1
put
to
a number
10,
there.
Give us your number. How concerned are you about Mitchell Robinson? Because I'm at an 8, and it might be a 9.
Yeah,
like a 6.5.
You're at a 6.5.
I'm probably at an 8.
And well. The reason I'm at an 8, I was where you were like less than 4 days ago. But the reason I'm there, is we still don't know what's going on. We have no idea what is going on, Gallo. We have no idea at all. Nobody knows.
It's until they stop winning games. This is the one thing we're gonna have to put up with this Knicks organization not telling us anything.
This is true.
But I'm hoping that this is them managing his minutes early and easing him back in because he didn't look like he hurt himself in the preseason. That's the thing.
He looked fine.
So, I'll tell you this much. I think what did you say? Did you say it was Christmas is when you would absolutely be like, yeah.
If the Christmas and the defense still looks fine.
If by NFL Week 10, we don't have even an update on Mitch, I'll be panicking. If he's not back by then, I'll be at like a solid 8, 8.5.
Nah, you might be at 8 before that, bro. I think you might get there before that.
Nick C says he'd ship Cat, Josh, and Mitch and all the picks for Giannis. That's a lot.
But they're not doing that.
That's a lot of.
What bench do you have?
That's a lot of rebound. I also think contractually you're giving up too much. Like you have to take something back because
why would you throw Josh in there?
Cat and Giannis are basically.
We looked at it with Cat. You need to put in Dadier or Kolek with him.
Yeah,
picks to make it work.
If you're
and
doing
Milwaukee with
Hart, you have to do Hart and OG.
Yeah, if you're doing Hart and Mitch, you basically have to with Giannis take back like Kuzma. I know that excites you tremendously.
Here's the thing. I think again, I will say this. I think people do not value the need for a bench, and they do not look at Oklahoma. Oklahoma City just won it last year.
And Indiana
Did they have multiple superstars on the team? Did Indiana have multiple superstars on the team and went to the finals? So why are so many people stuck in 2010 thinking you need 3 stars to win a championship? That's not the NBA today.
And you know what the funniest part is? I'm curious as to how many of these people think this and then crush those mellow teams, which so desperately needed depth. And the one year they had it, they got to the second round and then had a disappointing series.
While their second best scorer was J.R.
I think people love star names and they underrate depth. And they're also not looking at the current NBA and the current financial situation, the second apron and all that stuff. And it's like, go get a star. Okay, we'll have Brunson and we'll have Giannis.
You have 2
and we'll be fine.
You have 2 All-NBA guys.
Also,
you know what? 2 All-NBA guys last
Oklahoma
year and
City.
didn't go anywhere?
Oh.
No. Well, they had them on good contracts and young, and they had some depth.
Yeah.
The Bucks. and what happened? Right. I can name a bunch of 2 teams that had 2 stars, and then because they had nothing around them. What you have around those stars is what matters. So if you're going to tell me Giannis, tell me how you're feeling out the rest of it.
Also, think about like the last few champions, like even the Nuggets. Like, yes, Jamal Murray is. I don't think he's a superstar, but he's like a borderline one. But he's
a borderline all-star.
They had a deep roster. And they had guys that did stuff. Lou Dort is just as important as any other secondary player after Shai. on that, or Shea. I don't like to just call him Shea, but on that.
You think about the old 90s
yeah,
group.
on that, yes, on OKC. But like Lou Dort is important. Like you can't just give up guys. Like what if they're gonna win? They're gonna have to win with a deeper roster.
Agreed.
It can't just be 2 stars. And
Nobody's
then
winning
figure it
like
out.
that in the NBA.
No
Yeah.
one's ever won like
The
that.
only way you're winning with the stars is you got to have one of those stars like the Thunder do. Their three-headed monster is cheap. They're not paying a supermax for Jalen Williams. They're not
And
paying
it's a
a lot
two and
for
a half
Chet
headed
Williams.
monster. Chet
Yeah.
still has to prove it.
Right,
Yeah.
and I'm fine with that.
Proving it this year,
but they've got
little-
the depth.
it's
They've had
early.
good drafting. They've had guys on good deals. And people just want to give that up.
Also,
And
And
so
what teams
I don't know.
the
The
Giannis
Giannis conversation kind of
the other
annoys me.
thing, the last thing about Giannis before we like go on and wrap up on the actual game. We don't consider this enough, but like, why is Milwaukee doing that right now? Giannis hasn't asked out. Giannis is like he's cool.
Yeah,
Like
why?
he's good for now. And if I'm Milwaukee, I don't want Karl Anthony Towns in your picks. Like I'm okay. I don't
Yes.
really want
Yeah,
that right now.
there's a world in which the trade the person suggested. Sorry, I forgot who did it. They're going to be like, okay,
Now
Why am I doing
that's the kind of deal we can talk about if it goes there. Like I know there's been rumors about he's looked at the Knicks and whatever, but like ultimately that's not going to happen now if it happens at all. And I do think this is more of a summer conversation than a midseason conversation.
It's definitely not an October
it's not.
conversation.
I don't think if Giannis
It's
gets
a
moved,
conversation
he's
you're
gonna
going to have if the Knicks don't get to the finals, if they lose even before the conference finals.
Agreed.
If they get to the finals and lose and they don't look like they're on par with like OKC or Denver and they lose in 5 games, you know, like then that's when, like, unfortunately, that's when the conversation is going to happen. Like,
Except here's the thing: the conversation starts in October when Karl Anthony Towns has 8 points and 5 fouls. That's when the conversation starts in October. I'm not saying that I agree with the people who are bringing up the conversation,
right.
but I
It's
understand
going to be angst
how
about
they
it,
got
yes.
there.
Yeah.
Like their angst about Cat is like if we put a poll right now about what's your concern level about Cat, everybody's gonna be like 9.
Yeah.
Everybody's at like
10.
9 or 10 right now. Dwayne Freddie Hubbard says, I have nothing bad to say about Mikal Bridges. He's playing his ass off. I agree.
He's honestly,
He's been the Knicks' most consistent player.
yeah,
For 4
and
games.
he looks comfortable,
Other than
which
Brian.
is the biggest thing. Like you guys said, he's not running away from the basket, Ben
No.
Simmons style.
Actually, including Brunson. He's been more consistent.
You don't think Melo looks cool with the shades inside? I think he looks pretty cool.
I don't like wearing shades indoors. I can't stand it.
You know he's reached another level of financial status because he's got the circle. shades
They're
on.
not
Yes.
like full blown, you know, like you could see his eyes at least. So
Yeah.
there's that. Boxers are allowed to wear shades indoors because they get punched in the head and you can't see the lights. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta be sensitive. But other than that, you know, I think also, like, we'll get to some more comments here, but I do think there's a lot of reason. Like, if you want to talk about like long-term concern and they might need to add another piece or do something. Somebody mentioned Ariel Hukporti's defense. I didn't think I don't, as somebody who likes Hukporti, I have not been encouraged particularly by his minutes so far this year. I'll say that much.
No. Outside of, I thought he did okay in the Cleveland game. Outside of that,
Yeah, like he's not like the thing with Hukporti, and this is why Mitchell Robinson really matters. Because the way they built the roster and they want to go double big whenever Mitchell Robinson is going to pop up, we don't even know when that's going to be at this point. You need Hukporti to hit. Like, you need it to happen if you're going to do that. And even if Mitchell Robinson's not going to be there, you need that more so.
Mhm.
So if Hukporti is not serviceable, who's going to be a free agent this year, that means you can't sign him to the 3-year, $11 million contract like Deuce has. And then you can't lock up like a backup, a secondary or tertiary center spot. Like, you need Hukporti to be serviceable. Otherwise, you have to go and get somebody. And I feel like you're already a big short, and you probably need to go and get 2 guys. So that's something I'm watching. Like, Hukporti has to be like, it's a smaller thing, but if Towns is gonna do this, and Mitchell Robinson's gonna be in and out of the lineup or just out of the lineup, Hukporti has to hit because otherwise you don't have any depth at center.
Right,
nothing at center.
And also Yabusele is important. I know he doesn't play. It's not a true comparison, and they can't just fit into that spot, but he does matter. When tonight I feel like he actually may have been, he hasn't been good for the Knicks this year, but he may have been a better option in that second half than Hukporti.
Another big body.
He needs to fit into like
more athletic.
I'm a little more confident he'll be fine than I am that Hukporti is going to be serviceable because I feel like but it's still very early. Like, he could hit his stride later. Jericho Sims had a stretch last year, and then the Bucks ended up getting him because they feel like he's serviceable. Like, maybe that's Hukporti's future. He's a late 2nd round pick. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with Yabusele. He needs to show something soon too, but he didn't even play today, and I do feel like he could have been useful to your point.
Yeah, and hopefully Deuce is back. Deuce is back here. Ham says Cat played better under Tibbs than he has under Mike Brown so far.
And then I bet last year he was killing
Come
Cat.
on, man. Come on. Mo says he was talking to Dwayne Freddie Hubbard. Knicks need Hartenstein as far as Robinson goes. The best ability is availability. Look, the Hartenstein ship is
Get over it. Get over it.
I say this all the time, Knicks fans. They got to get over a lot of stuff.
The second part of that
His point is really good. The best ability is availability.
This is the problem with Mitch.
And when you're not available, what's your value?
And what am I extending you for?
Right.
You want the extension, but
to be fair to his point, they should have chose Hartenstein over Mitch, and they could have figured if they would have gotten rid of Mitch, they could have paid Hartenstein. But get over it.
But they would have.
We didn't draft Steph. We didn't get Donovan Mitchell.
It's
Hartenstein got
for that.
so much money from the Thunder.
Yeah.
It's like,
it is. Craig here says Mike Brown is soft with his players, like they said about him. I mean, one person said that.
Matt Barnes.
Like there's no they there. There's one
person. I actually referenced this earlier.
Like there's one person who
Not
said
as
it,
an endorsement,
and people say things because they want people to watch their podcast, right? I'm not saying Matt Barnes is lying. I'm just saying people do things for engagement. That's what I'm saying. Yep. Anyway, he says, like they said about him, he won't last 1 year as coach if this continues. It's 4 games, guys.
But
I hate to say it, but Tibbs would have won these past 2 games with his heavy minutes and 6 men. You can't win. Y'all are unbelievable.
I honestly, I love it. I gotta be honest.
I love it too.
It's so stupid, but I love it.
It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
There's something there that makes sense though. If they do mount losses like this, he'll probably be one and done.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I do think there's something to that.
Sure,
I don't know if this is going to be like
they'd
Adrian
have to
Griffin,
win 43 games, or like they'd have to be at Christmas at 500 for them to even think about making a change before the
like Adrian Griffin was 31-13 when he got let go.
We did an interview with Chuck D before the season, and Chuck D referenced the 1995 season with Don Nelson, and how Don Nelson came after Pat Riley. And it wasn't the same juice as Pat Riley. And Don Nelson tried to change some things and run Anthony Mason at point forward, and it didn't work. And then he was up out of there, and Jeff Van Gundy was here. The point that Chuck D made, which was a good one, I don't know if we have Jeff Van Gundy on the bench.
So who was it?
That Knicks team, by the way, because that's an example that he brought. It was fascinating because I was like, damn, like this is actually an interesting.
It's a very good. This has also come up a year when the Knicks went to the finals.
Right. They got close.
They got to the finals. They were a game
away
from
when
winning.
Don Nelson got fired. He was 34-25, and the Knicks had high expectations, and they were 4-9 before the firing. So they were like 19-9 at one point, then whatever. They were 4-9. Then he got let go. Then Jeff Van Gundy came in. They were just 13-10 with Jeff Van Gundy. They got to the second round, but then after that is where you saw Jeff Van Gundy become one of the better coaches in the league. So
listen, to say that
we have a precedent.
He won't last a year as coach, and that he's soft or he's not good. What somebody else said in the chat, which is like, I just think
he's a good coach.
His resume is better than Tibbs', and the notion that he only coach good players. Tibbs has only coached good players.
Who wins without coaching good players?
Derrick Rose.
It's like when people say that, it is like literally the laziest statement you can say about coaching. Like, oh, he only won because he had good players. Oh, really? Like, who wins without good players?
You need them in this league, especially.
Yeah, like
this is not Major League Baseball. There is no what's his name that won with the Marlins, and he still had Miguel Cabrera and Josh Mackey.
Yeah, good players helped him win.
Like,
how amazing that is.
Tibbs only coached the MVP and a team that had
like defensive player of the year also.
Yeah, and then didn't they have a 2-0 lead on the Heat? Yeah. This is not to bash Tibbs, but this is just. There is a notion of Knicks fans, and I love New York, and there's especially the older school fans that are loyal to guys like Tibbs, Jeff Van Gundy, all this. Like Mike Brown's resume is great.
I think, and look, I think
you weren't hiring Pat Riley.
I thought Tibbs did a good job.
Yes,
very, very good job. I don't think he warranted getting fired, but when they made the decision, which I also criticize in terms of like, okay, you didn't seem to have a plan because of how they went about it, and then they kind of settled on Mike Brown, who wasn't a primary option. Like I do think those are criticisms that are fair, but they're here now, and I'm not going to discredit Mike Brown because he what he did with the Kings organization,
with the Kings.
with
Yes.
the Kings,
The Kings
are the worst franchise in basketball.
Hands down.
Like hands down. It's the Kings. The Hornets haven't been great historically. The Knicks were at the bottom of the barrel for a long time,
We back.
and Tibbs got them out of that. It's part of a big reason why they got out of it. So I think it's still way too early for the Mike Brown stuff, but there is a world where this doesn't age well in terms of the hiring,
Sure.
in terms of him. But it's
Way
4
too
games.
early to make
We
these
just don't know
declarations.
yet.
Again, I get it. All these people in the chat, even
I
some of
can't
us
make
in the
declarations in
media,
October.
you want to make declarations October because you want to be 1st,
Mhm.
and then when you're wrong, you won't come back and say that you were wrong. That's my problem with all that stuff. Like, if y'all would just admit that you were wrong when you're wrong. Like, if I'm wrong about something, if I'm wrong, I'm not even saying that what Craig said here is impossible. As we mentioned with the Don Nelson thing.
Right.
Like, he could not last year, but to say that you don't know. You have no idea.
You don't. And everyone knew that the Knicks were going to lose in the first round last year, and then they went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
CD Goods.
I thought they were definitely losing to the Celtics.
Right. See, and you know what's funny? You make the point that Bondi made with us, right? We talked about like how important was opening night, and he's like, what happened to opening night last year? The Knicks had lost by 30, and then they went on to beat the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
So how you guys should know this from literally last year. How you start is not indicative of how you will finish.
Right. Facts.
You literally saw this last year.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go that far, Knicks fans. You literally saw this last year. So ask yourself, with all of you out there, you guys are intelligent fans, all the sports you've watched, why would you ever be panicking after 4 games? You could have panicked last year after 1 game, and the Knicks went to the conference finals. So why would you be worried about October?
They probably were panicking after.
And I'm not trying to bleed other sports.
Well, then you should have learned from what happened.
Yeah.
Have you not learned anything?
I'm just saying. I think, and this goes back to what we were saying preseason. This is the most pressure on a Knicks season in around 30 years.
Yeah, 100%.
The highest
Absolutely.
expectations. The fans are going to be antsy every game. We said this. Like, we've said all these things, so I'm not surprised.
I knew
I'm
it was
not
going to
surprised.
happen.
I'm not
just
even
annoyed by it.
it's a bad thing, because look, there's a world where y'all are right. I just think it's too early to get there.
Yeah, I will get there. I am not like I didn't want Tibbs fired. I was okay with him being fired. But
I'm the same.
I also was not happy with Tibbs going into the playoffs last year. So like I'm not
get that too.
I'm not gonna act like, oh, that's what a lot of Knicks fans have done. Is they complained about Tibbs for 2 years, and then when he got fired, it's gonna happen to Aaron Boone. When Aaron Boone eventually gets fired, Yankee fans are gonna have revisionist history about how they loved Aaron Boone. Like,
oh, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you know what?
He always got some playoffs.
It's crazy to say this. This is not the Yankees or the Mets or the Giants or the Jets. It's basketball season now. Let all the trauma go out the window. They're 2-2. The season isn't over. And last year, this team won 50-plus games. And Knicks fans acted like this for 82 games of the regular season. And then it was a party in the playoffs. Let's let this mature. Let's let this grow a little bit.
Yeah, can we, like Brian, we've said this all the time. I feel like Brian and I said this when we were doing our live shows last year. And we always preach to getting to 20, getting to 25 games. Get to Christmas. Can we get to Christmas? Can y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving meal? Because who knows? 10 games from now, the Knicks could be 12-2. And then y'all will be like, Mike Brown's the greatest. The Knicks are going to win the
and
finals.
That also
that will be ridiculous too. That will be
right.
ridiculous too at that point, right? Like, because it'll still be like, all right, they've had a good stretch, but there's still a long way to go. The fact, we're bringing this back full circle. The fact that we have people in the chat, and I love all of y'all in the chat. I do.
No, seriously.
I love the passion.
Thank you for coming.
I love
through.
y'all.
We love
I
you.
really
I
do.
do.
We love it.
We love you guys on WFM. We love the callers. We love you guys. And the passion is what makes us. We're all sports fans. This is what makes us do what we love to do. But when you care this much, and you are mad at 2-2, and you're mad at Cat, and you should be mad at Cat.
No, Cat deserves
the iron.
it.
Dad, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm not telling y'all to
you.
bring out the pitchforks, but I understand why you have it ready.
Yeah.
What I'm
You could
saying
throw some
is,
tomatoes for sure.
Being when you say all of this and you're mad at 2-2, you can't say the regular season doesn't matter.
Right.
You can't say it doesn't matter because your actions aren't saying that the regular season doesn't matter. Not saying that you guys in the chat said the regular season doesn't matter. We wouldn't say that, but there's this pervasive thing that gets said, especially around the NBA, that it does. But when you see the passion from the fans that I'm bringing up, it does matter. I'm saying y'all should care, and you live and die with this team game to game. Some of y'all be doing too much and need to chill a little bit. It's only 4 games. But this is interesting. I'm gonna go through some more stuff. CV Good said Knicks can't lose 3 in a row though. Too early for losing streaks. I agree, CV.
Yeah.
And if they lose 3 in a row,
Ask me how I feel after that.
hey, y'all can come. You can tweet at me. You can say whatever you want to say. They lose 3 in a row on Friday. It's not going to ruin my Halloween. I hope it doesn't ruin your Halloween. Dwayne Freddie Hubbard says Chicago always tough against us. CV Good says Mike Brown was bad in Sacramento. I don't know why the Knicks think he's a better option than Tibbs. Mike Brown wasn't bad in Sacramento.
They lit the beam. What are we talking
But
about?
still always sounds to me
They
like
got to the
somebody
playoffs for the
doing
first
drugs.
time in
with a bunch of very inefficient players. Too.
17 years. Yeah, I mean,
Someone says if Tibbs had this year's roster, Ham says this, he'd be forced to go deeper into his bench. Would he?
look, man.
No, you wouldn't. We would have not seen Tyler Cole at this point.
The Bulls are 3-0 too. That's the other thing about it. Like the Bulls beat the
Again, we can't overreact early, but it is fair. I'm kind of underselling the Bulls right now. I didn't realize they were 3-0.
Yeah, I don't. They beat the Pistons, the Magic, and the Hawks, and that Magic win was especially like,
And those are good teams.
this defense might be the Bulls.
Or I'll go this way. They're due to lose.
Maybe
I like
Bulls
it.
have the third best
Also,
defense right now.
I need to ask Mike
It's
Brown
early,
one
though.
favor. Kobe White, late in the game, please do not let Josh Hart cover him. I was
Uh,
at that game last year.
He
I
hasn't
remember
played
that.
yet because he's hurt.
Oh, okay.
So you're good.
See, that you
I
can
don't-
tell I haven't watched the Bulls yet.
I don't think he's gonna make his debut in
So
this game. But
some people in the chat are talking about rotations, and Dwayne Freddie Hubbard said Josh Hart played way too long.
How much did he play tonight?
okay,
We did call a point in the game. Josh Hart,
There-
we
can-
did call a point in the game where we
there's-
thought he should have went back
before
to
we
Shaq.
wrap, there is some rotation stuff that I haven't loved yet.
Oh, he did.
But
He played the most off the
I
bench.
also do
26 minutes for Josh
There's some
Hart.
rotation stuff I haven't loved yet, but it's more so I don't think it's going to be viable long term versus like I don't think he shouldn't be doing it. Like now's the time to see
Now's
if
the
these
time to
things
see
work.
which lineups work. Yeah.
Because, like I thought Hart and Towns played for too long in this game.
Yeah.
I think both of
Some
them
of
I
us might
agree.
say
I
Hart
agree
didn't
with
play
that.
enough, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
for betting
I
reasons.
agree with that though.
I think Shamet should have came in earlier for Hart, but these are things I said at the time. This is not what hindsight.
It's not revisionist. We
Yeah,
said
yeah.
this all. We thought
Yeah.
Shamet should have came back in for Hart.
Yeah, I
Shamet
think
should've-
offensively, Hart was hurting them.
Shamet should have came in earlier because he was shooting the ball well, deserved to play more, and they needed his shooting. And then Towns was killing them. I just don't know what the alternative is. Because if you don't like it's Huckporty or Trey Jameson, like Diawara, like what are you doing? You know,
Also, if Deuce is
you don't
there,
have
does-
Mitch, you don't have Yabusele,
Yeah.
and if Giannis is out there, you can't have OG Anunoby unless maybe if you're going 5 out, you could just try it. But that's
And
really
OG's played a
risky.
lot of minutes early, so you don't want to run him into the ground. Like that's the whole point.
That's a good point about him. That
Yeah.
concerns me with him.
You need
because
another big on this roster. Like
he
you,
played 33
which they
minutes
can
tonight.
get at the deadline.
you need another. I don't know if you could wait.
Well,
If Mitch is going to be like this,
because the buyout market is
I-
always a viable.
But I
option.
agree with Brian.
I don't know if you could
I
wait.
think
That's
watching
one
the
thing
big
where I'm like,
situation
you
is something to
you
really watch.
need to get a center like
I-
ASAP.
I feel,
Even if Huckporty's good,
But then where
you
do they?
need- you need
I mean,
somebody.
I'm sure there's somebody on the market right now that wasn't signed that they can maybe take a flyer on, but I don't
Oh,
know
boy.
who they could go after.
you might have to trade Pacome Dadier for something.
Well, I'm okay with that. I mean,
I like Dadier's potential, but you're trying to win a title, and if he can get you somebody like I was on team trade Kolek before Dadier.
well, I thought Dadier was the one.
but
they
now
were high
Polis has
on.
shown to be a solid, at least backup point guard.
I don't know about that, but
He's been fine. Today he wasn't bad.
no.
I thought the last 2 games.
What happened is Malcolm Brogdon retired, and now Kolek has to be the guy.
but maybe that's a
and-
good thing for him.
And because you have OG and you have Hart, and where's Dadier gonna play?
Right, Dottie,
You know, like-
Dottie can't play. I would say what I'm saying to you is maybe it's a good thing for Kolek to get these minutes now.
And do we think
That's what I'm
Kolek is going to play? Obviously, we don't know if they're ever going to be healthy, but do we think Kolek is going to play if McBride and Hart are healthy and they have all their guards
Hmm.
healthy? Like, is Kolek going to
Maybe.
figure that? Because Clarkson and McBride can handle ball handling duties and even Bridges at times.
Well, Stephen Bondi keeps saying that Clarkson isn't a point guard, which
He's not, but
which
he also can still
intimates-
handle the ball.
I mean, he can be, but what intimates to me is that they don't see him as a point guard. The Knicks don't.
I think when Steph is saying that, he's saying what you just said.
Right.
Yeah. Which means Kolek has to be the backup point guard. Which means, I mean, look, He's like 30 years old, so yeah, he better be serviceable. You know what I mean? Like I know he's in his second year, but like
No, but here's the time to this point. And I'm gonna get to some comments that we have that Mike Brown said tonight. But to your point, you said they may need to go get a big sooner rather than later, which I think
they needed one before training camp.
I agree. To be fair, Brian's been saying this since like the middle of the summer.
Since June.
What I think Brian is saying now, and I saw some people in the chat. I saw Dwayne Freddie Hubbard say his concern with Mitch is at a 6. First one said he's at a 10. So the first one is like almost out the window, and I get it. With the backup point guard stuff, I do think with Brogdon retiring, it's a good opportunity for Cole to get these minutes, and we'll know through 25 games what he is.
I would have rather had Brogdon. That's just me personally. From my
I'm not even disagreeing with that.
But he retired. And now Kolek is thrust into it. And sometimes a player getting thrust in a situation, you got to sink or swim.
It might pay off.
It might pay off. It might also blow up in their face. But this is the situation. But you have to get the information to find out to make decisions.
And if you want to compete, these are the type you need to hit on those guys because they make barely anything.
Right.
Like that's the key.
Couple quotes from Mike Brown talking after the game. This is via a friend of the show who writes for the other paper in this town, Christian Winfield. Mike Brown said the offense went stagnant in the third quarter, which impacted the defense, which allowed Giannis to dominate in the second half. He said players have to move the ball instead of standing around and watching, i.e., don't do the shit you did under Tibbs. That's what he's saying there.
That's another thing. This might not be on Mike Brown. This might be on the play.
You got to break habits.
He might be telling you.
Say it, Brian. Come on.
Mike Brown might be telling them, do this, and they're not doing it, and they're falling back into their habits.
And who's the one guy who looks like he is not standing around Bridges, and who he was not trying to do that for Tibbs either. And he looks comfortable. He's moving.
What both of y'all are saying there, and I'm going to get to the next quote from Mike Brown, is players have agency, right? Sometimes I think we talk about these things in sports like coaches just push the buttons. Again, this is not 2K, folks.
I would have a job if this was 2K.
Right.
I would be the best coach in the league.
See, I make this point all the time.
I'd be a scout.
2K and all these and video games, and you out here trying to win in college football 26, it's got people feeling themselves. They're like, I can do that. No, you can't. No, you can't.
No.
If I won the lotto, I'd buy a team and fire everyone, and I would run it myself. And we would be terrible.
See, I feel like you have some self-awareness. You're being honest there. Mike Brown also said some of what I was saying here. We're still trying to find our way a little bit. And maybe we need to get hit in the mouth a little bit to respect it and understand it. To that quote, I'm going to say this, and this is something I think people don't understand. Sometimes a little adversity early in the season, sometimes being 2-2 after four games, the team ain't going to jump out the window, which is why I don't understand why y'all are jumping out the window, because the team is not jumping out the window here. But I do think sometimes getting hit a little bit in the mouth and being like, we got to wake up and get these things right in the system. We have to move the ball. The players I'm talking about. The coaches are for sure preaching this. And Gallo mentioned this for everybody watching and listening. We saw it in the second quarter.
Yeah.
We saw, as you called, the blueprint of what they can be. So if you know you've seen in bunches, you know they haven't put it together for a full 48 minutes. We know that. And they're 2-2, not 0-4.
And this is on the coach, but also it's on this group. And honestly, it's on more of the group than Towns and Bridges. It's on the guys who have been there for 2+ years. The third quarter has been a problem now for a minute. And it's on Brunson's included in this. Like, I know that he got benched for a lot of the third quarter. Like, it's worrisome that every third quarter they come out stagnant. And we put a lot of that on Tibbs last year. And I think it's possible that these guys are taking their foot off the gas and it takes too long for them to put it back on.
Yeah, it happened tonight.
And that's on the coach, too, to figure that out.
It happened when the Heat killed them, too, because the Heat really broke away in the third, and then the Knicks had
Brunson went off in the fourth.
The Knicks had they dug themselves too much of a hole in the fourth quarter at that point.
And the third quarter has been a problem. You're right, Gallo, about that. The Knicks, they've averaged this season, third quarter, 22 points in the third quarter. So the offense has not been good in the third quarter. They've got to have that. We got a name for somebody to sign as a big man.
Got to be honest with you.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it either.
Like
Moses Brown.
Oh,
I like it for two reasons. One,
New York kid,
New Yorker. Covered him in high school a little bit at Malloy.
Bishop Malloy
with Cole Anthony.
With Cole Anthony, I saw them both play together.
Yeah, I want to say Khalid Reeves was a small forward who went to Georgia Tech. Also, he's been around a lot, but for whatever reason, he hasn't been able to stick anywhere for longer than like a year. But he's able to be serviceable.
High energy rebound guy, can block some shots.
I don't know if Huck Porty's better than Moses Brown. To be fair, I don't know that.
I can't say
I
that.
know what Moses Brown is. He's absolutely not a starting center, but you don't need that. I mean, at least you don't think you need that. We'll see what happens with Mitchell Robinson. Ultimately,
We got.
all we know is Taj Gibson's not getting signed. They can tell you that.
No, shout out to Todd. Shout out to Todd.
I'm sorry, that was an unnecessary strike for Taj Gibson.
Oh, pride of Fort Greenbrook. Shout out to Todd Gibson. The Northeastern said, "I knew these Knicks were going to choke." How do you choke in the fourth game of the season?
Moses Brown
I do
26.
love this.
Moses Brown's just 26 though. That's
Where did
crazy.
he play anywhere, like in the NBA yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of
Oklahoma
places.
City,
Okay.
Boston.
He was in Indy last year
was
for a
with
cup
Dallas
of
for
coffee.
I think a cup of coffee.
He is the king of the 10-day contract. Like you need somebody just for a
You
couple
know who
weeks
used to
because
be
you got
like that?
injuries.
Luke Cornett, and now look at him.
Actually, Earl Barron. If
Earl Barron.
if
Oh
Earl
my
Barron's
God.
out there,
I was
Yeah.
listen. I worked for the Westchester Knicks when Luke Cornett was a rookie, and I was like, "There's no way this guy's sticking in the NBA." And again,
See?
another reason
See?
why I could never be a
but
GM.
that's because he was shooting threes and then he cut that shit out.
Trey
And now
Burke
he's like a
looked
great
like
rim
Michael
protector.
Jordan in
I
Westchester.
was on the Trey Burke program.
Yeah.
I like Trey Burke out
that's-
of Michigan.
That's
anyway.
fine. Alonzo Trier had a lot of y'all in the chokehold. I will never forget.
I was
that.
ready to give him a super.
I didn't think that shit was gonna work.
So here's the thing.
No disrespect.
We talked about this in the watch party. We had the cat is soft allegations last year. Now it seems like we're getting this narrative. And Craig, you're out here leading the charge.
I don't think he's soft. I think he's reckless.
The coach is soft. The players don't respect him.
It's too. Come on.
How do you know that? You don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna say how do you know. So you don't know. You have no idea.
He's going off the Matt Barnes quote.
Yeah, like
I don't. Have there been a large amount of players?
No, it's been Matt Barnes. And see, the journalist in me is like, you can't just be going off of one person saying something randomly. And now Matt Barnes said it, so now he's soft. No, you haven't heard any other player say this. Now he's soft.
Let me find the actual quote.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's like, you know what's a good example of that? David Fizdale. Who propped up David Fizdale? No, I was a pro. But I'm saying, what player propped him up the most?
LeBron James.
Right. And I get it. It's LeBron. It's not Matt Barnes. But it's Jeff Fans, Adam Gase. You could thank Peyton Manning for that. Like,
Here's what Matt Barnes said.
Yeah, players get it wrong sometimes too.
Matt Barnes, I think Matt Barnes is really bright.
Yeah, I
basketball
love
mind,
Matt Barnes is dope. I loved
entertaining.
how he played.
Like-
I like him on, I like him on the show. But like,
It's one guy's opinion. It doesn't mean his opinion's wrong, but it is one opinion.
it's one
He
opinion.
played one season with him in the Lakers, and that's like the worst Mike Brown season to use.
And also,
So I was right. He did play for the
He
Lakers.
was
I
with
thought I
the
remembered
Lakers.
that.
and
Yeah.
Steve Nash.
And I think I remember he didn't get the playing time he thought he should get on there. So of course he has a gripe with Mike Brown.
all that as the
Context matters, guys.
you know who's the only
all that
guy?
as the precursor to this.
And this is crazy. And the only guy I will take his word for, because he always undersells himself, is Jeff Teague. You would think Jeff Teague was the worst basketball player in the league. Like Rashad McCants thinks he was Michael Jordan, and Jeff Teague acts like he was Rashad McCants.
Yo,
Like,
Jeff Teague be having stories though.
You're so right about
funny,
that.
but like the way he talks about himself, I'm like, I wanted him to be a Knick so bad. And I was like, you
Oh
were
my
not.
God. He
But I'm
would've-
just saying, like, he's not out the business like for like anything else.
Anything else?
he would have been the Knicks' best point guard since Mark Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
People would have been
At
like,
the time.
Brunson is the evolution of Jeff Teague. That's what it said.
Mike's a great person. To me, he's not a leader of men, Matt Barnes says. I couldn't imagine it now because these kids are making so much money. You have to have the respect of them. I think Mike is such a nice guy. That's what's fucked Mike up. Mike wants to be cool with everyone instead of putting his foot down like, this is my team. This is what's going on.
Okay, here's the thing I'll say to that quote. Maybe I don't think Matt Barnes is. I'm kind of with Gallo on this. I'm not saying that Matt Barnes' opinion is wrong
There's more to
or he
this.
doesn't know. I also will just say that was earlier in Mike Brown's coaching career. You know what happens in people's careers? They grow. They can develop. This is possible. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. Hopefully some of y'all ain't the same person you were 10 years ago. So
I'm not the same person I was like
I'm the
3
same
years
person I was
ago.
10 days ago. How does so why are you expecting what he said about him now? Unless Matt Barnes has information about players talking to him recently, but we haven't heard this from any players that Mike Brown has coached. I do want to get to something before you continue.
No, this is just one last part.
Go
It's
ahead.
literally one line. Kobe and Ron Artest, they walked all over that MFer. He said they used to sub themselves in and out of the game, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Also, Matt Barnes wasn't getting in the game. I think that should be noted. I just think that should be noted.
Kobe especially, like
Kobe also, I think, subbed in game for a lot of coaches. I think he did it to Phil Jackson. Does that make Phil Jackson that he walked over Phil Jackson? No.
We watched the whole documentary where Michael Jordan was admitting that he just did what he wanted.
Yeah, and everybody loves him for that.
Very last part. Now you're going to a New York media market that's trying to eat you up every mistake. Mike is a good guy. I just don't think the situation is going to work because he's too nice for his own good.
All right. Okay.
I'd like to hear from De'Aaron Fox, maybe.
Yeah, I like to hear some current players.
Keon Ellis, Sabonis, because the Kings run is why he got this job.
Yes.
Right? Like the Kings run is what
also was a finalist when Tibbs got hired, wasn't he?
Initially?
Yeah. I know Tibbs was always the guy in that situation.
Yeah, he got an interview.
He got a second interview.
I believe in that process.
2020?
I believe he did. Now I want to read something in the chat, Craig. Craig says, guys, you just quoted that the coach said the ball wasn't moving like how he wants them to play. So if they're playing how he instructs them to, then that means they don't care what he wants. Guys.
If this was game 55, I would agree with him.
Guys.
It's game 4.
It's game 4. And I really want to ask you about that. I'm not trying to be condescending. Have you played sports where a coach has changed? Like, have you had that? Ask yourself, have you had that experience?
4 coaches in 4 years in high school.
In high school. Yeah. I've had experience of playing where coaches change, and it is tough adjustment. There's an adjustment period of time. Even for professionals, this happens. There's an adjustment period for everyone in the organization. So you don't just come in and guys play exactly. It's a process.
Also, they're doing what they did last year. So isn't it fair to say that there's just habits that need to be broken?
Yeah, because that happens in anything. If I come to a new job, I like to always do this with sports. Sports is still labor. These are people working jobs. And I think that gets lost sometimes. If I come to a new job and I'm used to doing something the way I did in my old job, but the culture of this job is different, and I'm gonna mess up sometimes. I might not do this the right way. I might not look at this camera. I'm supposed to look at this camera. There are adjustments you have to make in any kind of profession. To think that people come in and just automatically do it, that's not how sports works. No. That's not how life works. And then Craig says, AKA, they don't respect the coach. He sits in the bench, and I never hear him yell out plays or scream on them.
You're not watching the game. Craig, I got to be honest, dude.
Oh, God.
You're not watching. I was literally sitting. He was up. He wasn't sitting there at all.
Okay, here's the thing.
Like, this is overreaction.
This is what I'd like. If Craig is entitled to his opinion, fine. Craig, if you don't like Mike Brown, just say you don't like Mike Brown.
That's okay.
You can just say you don't like Mike Brown.
Also, they're not it's the NBA. Like, they're not dribbling the half court, looking over, and the coach is going like this so they can run a play.
And I also would like to know
they're not doing that on every
before
possession.
We wrap here. Mike Brown has said in the preseason that he wasn't calling plays at a point because he was trying to have guys figure out the read and react system. Yeah. I love that. That's part of what the modern NBA is about.
Yeah.
And you have to
too
learn
fast to call plays on every possession.
Right. And so if guys understand the system in which they're playing, the fluidity and how people are supposed to move and how they're reading the defense, that means you're trusting your players to be smart. And here goes this word again, have agency to do what they can do on the court. They're not robots.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that's lost. Nobody in any job is a robot. There are people. There are feelings.
Well, now there's AI,
there are emotions. So. Yeah, but AI don't play the games. Well, AI did play a game, but I was obviously. But this is players with feelings, emotions. They are processing things. They are learning things. The coach is learning things. If you listen, here's the thing. We're going to wrap here. And here we go. This is it. This is the answer. This is what happens when I bring up the factual point of this. This is the answer you're going to get. And this is why some of you guys get so mad at athletes. These guys get paid too much money to not execute the game plan. Okay, here's what I'll say to people.
That's fair too, but that's also different than the point he just made.
It is different. He said, I'm sure they go over and practice every day. Instead of having certain players wanting to ball hard,
they don't practice
and think
like
about
that.
themselves.
NBA teams don't practice that
like
often.
that every day.
It's not a Knicks thing. It's across the board.
It's an NBA PA thing.
I will go back to my point.
They don't practice that often.
I don't care what your job is in this. I don't care what your job is that you do. There is an adjustment period when you start something new. Craig, if I came and watched you at your job, and so whatever it is that you do at a high level, and they switch something up, and you were struggling first, I'd be like, you get paid too much to be making these mistakes. And how would you feel? No, seriously, because that's the problem. It's not about how much they get paid. This is work. You think they're not going out there trying to execute at a high level? You don't think that's happening? You don't think Mike Brown wants to get his plays right? But nothing, it's not instant. This isn't instant coffee. This isn't fast food. This is something that is going to take time in learning a new offense. And this is why the defense is ahead of the offense. It's not that shocking. But if you're saying that you think because the millions of dollars they get paid, they should just get it, I just feel, no offense, I just like, that's not how sports works.
It's not. And also, how many teams have we seen? Like, it's just natural. How many times does a good team get built in the NBA and we say, oh, you got to give it a couple months? And I get it. This is not a completely new team, but it is a new coach. Like, the Miami Heat.
There you go. That's where I was going to go. Thank you.
I was thinking about this is going to be the biggest bust in the history of the NBA.
With 3 superstars, they started 9 and 8. And people were like, oh, my God.
And who was their coach at the time? Was it Spoelstra's right off the jump?
Spoelstra.
And who is the best coach in the NBA right now? Eric Spoelstra. And he even struggled. And he had a time. What happened last year? He's forgetting timeout. This happened.
No. You forgot. Spoelstra was sitting on the bench. He wasn't calling no plays.
LeBron
was running all over him.
And
Chris Bosh was telling him whatever he wanted to do.
These are valid concerns. I'm just not going to get there. Give me 50 games before I actually get to this point.
Bro, some coach makes good impact within 4 to 5 games, so no excuses. We just brought up Eric Spoelstra in 2010, who went 9 and 8 through his first 17 games with 3 Hall of Famers
in his 3rd season.
What are you talking about?
He was already the Heat coach before that.
Like it's just, guys, have you watched basketball?
And I want to know what the reaction was from a lot of these fans. And I'm not just talking about these guys either. Like, and I love the interaction, but a lot of people who were like, what was your reaction last year when the Knicks were struggling with Tibbs? And I was saying the same thing. You got to give Tibbs time. This is a new team. Now this is a new coach. You do have to give it time. And what happened last year? We ended up making a run, and I'm not worrying right now. I'm just not. And what I'm seeing is tonight specifically feels like Cat, feels like Josh Hart, OG, not playing well. And the last game, it felt like a collective outside of Brunson of them not playing well. I've not once felt like the game plan has been the issue because we saw it executed this entire season. And when they've done it, they've thrived. The second quarter against the Celtics and the second quarter tonight were 2 of the best quarters they've had this year. I get it, 4 games, but that was the most the offense has looked like Mike Brown's offense.
And
we're spending too much time on this.
Well, we're wrapping here, but it's
the 4th game.
The last thing I'll say, it's a process, but this is what the fans want to talk about, and the fans are mad.
No, I get it.
Some of the fans,
I just don't think it's worth all
going
this.
to
This is better than trying to sell myself on Jimmer Fredette or something.
Yes, we will gladly
I'll tell you this much.
Take these days over those days at all. Anthony, man, this was good,
this.
Man.
This is awesome. Thank you, guys.
This was fun to have you. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you, even the ones I don't disagree with.
We're a long way away from
I think some of y'all are jumping out the window. A long way from Lexi Chavez. Who did we mention today? We had Tony Douglas in here.
Oh my God.
We had a lot of people in here.
I stupidly thought Tony Douglas could average 15 and 6 as a starting point guard.
Yeah, we did.
Ron Baker.
Ron Baker. Oh man, you was bringing up all the old man. Anthony, man, we appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you guys.
For coming through and rocking with us. We got to have you back. We got to have you back because we can't have you here 0-1, man.
No.
Your energy was too good to be 0-1 energy.
This can't be my legacy. This can't be my legacy.
No. Otherwise, you're gonna be the Ron Baker of the Knicks live watch party shows.
I can't be in the Fat Joe category.
No, we can't. We can't have you there. Everybody, thank you for rocking with us. Appreciate all of you guys in the chat. Yes, I see people about. Some of y'all jumping out the window. We'll be back. We'll let you know when the next watch party will be. We will have Brian and I are doing a live show on Thursday. Time TBD. Wait, what are we doing Thursday? I was thinking about next Thursday where we have the time TBD. This Thursday we're going 6:30, and we're gonna have
maybe a little before.
Maybe a little bit before that. I think we might do 6:15.
Yeah.
Our guest is joining us at 6:30. We will have Cameron Smith of the Chicago Sports Network. He will be joining us to preview Knicks Bulls, the first NBA Cup game for the Knicks and the Bulls on Friday. So we got a live show. So come rock with
Sunday,
us
2 games
on the live show. And that's it. For those of you in the chat, if you're still mad, come back on Thursday and air out your grievances with us. Craig says, I want my refund. Give us back Tibbs. That's funny, Craig. That's funny. I appreciate that. Seriously, appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody for commenting. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our guest, Anthony Gallo. Thank you to our production team, technical director, Nikolai Jackson, our producer, Tommy Hogan, production assistant Tommy Cohen, and our editor, that Broncos fan, Wesley Splain,
my new best friend,
out here rocking with Gallo,
Big
showing
dubs.
him some Orange Crush love out there. No, seriously, appreciate everybody. We will check in with y'all on Thursday at 6:15, live Knicks Weekly Show. Myself and Brian. Gallo will be back, and he will get a win.
Yes.
We will do that, but we will catch everybody next time on another edition of New York Got Game. Peace.
And thanks for watching New York Got Game. Boom shakalaka.